UFG family, what up, though, y'all? Welcome to the UFG Podcast. I am your host, DK, and I have my lovely bride, my co-host, Lily. Say what up to the people.
What up, though? How's everybody doing?
Yeah, man. How was everybody week? So,
we got a lot of stuff. We got a lot to talk about.
Comment down below. Let us know how y'all week was, man. And just, hopefully everybody had a good week, right? Because I know we had a good week. Eventful. Very, very eventful week.
Yes, we have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, this will be an action-packed episode. Full of a lot of opinions this episode. So y'all just strap in, man. Go ahead, grab you something to drink on. Get you a bottle of water. Get you a soda on out of there. And relax. Kick your feet up. And come for a ride with us. So we're going to talk about the culture first. Of course, we always open every episode up talking about sneaker releases, sneaker culture, rumors, rumblings, XYZ. So let's get right into it.
Yes.
So upcoming this week releases. Do you have anything off the top?
No.
I know off camera you were saying nothing in the immediate.
Not in the immediate
But
future.
let them know what you're looking for, though.
I'm looking forward for the Seafoams.
Seafoam 4s.
Yeah, later
those
on.
Are dope.
So
I don't know when those come out. I think April. I have to look.
That color is just something that's like unique.
Yeah, that color is dope.
It's like a minty color almost, but it's not too like stark where it's out of my comfort zone. So
that is a dope sneaker.
Yeah.
However, so sneakers that's coming up in the immediate future, today is February the 10th. Monday, February 10th, we're filming this. So it's post Super Bowl and there's some games, NBA games going on right now as we speak. So we'll get y'all up to date on those games and give our opinions on that. Just kind of give y'all a light roadmap what we're going to talk about tonight. Yeah. But so February 11th, which is tomorrow, the Jordan 39s, they all red joints come out tomorrow. They release. They kind of straight, it's not. It's not something that I can't. I want to hoop in them though.
When I think of a basketball shoe, I think of a high. A Jordan 1, like a wrap, like protect the ankles.
That do protect. That's a mid, just like these.
Okay,
these are mids.
Mids. Okay, all right. Then
these are mids.
Then I'll do.
These are my hoop shoes, y'all.
I'll do the mids.
36s.
For, basketball shoes.
Yeah,
but
see? Comes up to the ankle.
All right. I'll take it back. Because Lowe's, like how this new wave of sneakers, like Kobe's, as much as I love the Kobe's and, I feel like they're more lifestyle than they are basketball. But, I mean, I'm not a basketball player, so I don't know how they are as far as playing in them, but...
Contrary to popular belief, those are very, very good hoop shoes. Yeah. That's why you see a lot of people in the league that doesn't have their own signature shoe. They hooping Kobe's.
Yeah.
So that's like a universal language for hoopers, man. Them Kobe's are very, very good hoop shoes. They are. Lowe's, I'm not a big fan of Lowe's. I don't like hooping in Lowe's, me personally. I had some Kobe 10s. I think I gave them to CJ years ago. I had some dope Kobe 10s, man. And... I hooped in them for a minute when we used to go to Romulus Rec and hoop all the time. And it was just one day, I think I rolled my ankle a little bit, just a little
that was
tweak.
It. That's all it took.
It was like, I'm cool. So I always been like, even when I hooped in high school, I always wore mids. And like MJ, MJ always wore mids. He did wear some lows a couple times. He wore the bread lows. That's coming out later this year. Got to have those. He wore those for like a game or two. He didn't wear them a lot. And then he had the IE lows. And I remember he was playing against Portland, I think, and he rolled his ankle. And he came back out like the next quarter or the next half with the breads on. Like, yeah, enough of that. So, but anyway, so.
Back to the releases.
Yep, so that's the 11th, the 39s. Come out on the 11th, they're all red 39s. Then we come down to the 13th, which is Thursday. You got the Kobe 6, the sale. So those are the All-Star Kobe 6s.
Okay.
They cool. I'm just not a big fan of white sneakers, bro.
It's technically sale.
It's sale, but
like I said, it just aesthetically to me, it's more of a lifestyle.
It's a dope
shoe.
sneaker, yeah.
That's a shoe that I would wear running errands and stuff. But that's just me. Obviously, like I said, I'm not a hooper. I'm not somebody who plays sports like that. But
that's
white sneakers. White sneakers. Anything on the lighter side.
If they ain't no white
I ain't
ones.
doing much. I'm not doing much in those sneakers if they're white like that. I'm wearing them to look cute, not to.
So do you think the hoopla over these are hypebeasts? It is some people genuinely out there that genuinely let me rephrase that. There are people out there in the culture that genuinely like Kobe's. Yeah. Like Kobe was their guy when he was playing, you know, so they rock with them. I know a couple of them, old boy Trey, Daddy C, he loves Kobe's. And he you know, he says it a lot how much he loved Kobe, which is cool, right? I you know, I love Kobe game, but his sneaks never was really my thing. Yeah. But they're dope though. Yeah. They are dope, you know what I'm saying? So they not just something that, you know, MJ. It's just, for me, MJ all day. I'm sorry.
So as far as like the hype, I guess, around it, I think the name that it comes with, you know, Kobe. I mean, it's Kobe. So I think that in itself is hype around that, no matter what, you know. But at the end of the day, for me personally, I would get, like I said, I would get them to look cute in, not to like, if they're that color, I'm not going to be doing too much.
Go on, look cute then. That makes me feel good.
I'm not going to be doing too much in them, you know, because of the color.
So then the day after, February 14th, you got some KD4s coming out. I forget the name of those. I don't know. They're like yellow and blue. They decent. I like KD4s. I never had a pair. I really wanted the Nerf joints. I really wanted the Weathermans. Never had a pair of KD4s. I would like a pair. I don't know. I just want to see how they feel. Because remember, I had what KD was those that I bought, and I had to take them right back. I got them from Dick's Sporting Goods. They were some hoop shoes. I think they was the 12s.
They were so narrow for you.
I couldn't even put them on. And they were my size. Like, they were my size. But
couldn't even put your toes all the way in there.
The thing about, I couldn't get my foot in.
Yeah. Like I'm saying, like your toes didn't even pass
the way the shoe was constructed, the tongue was connected to the upper of the shoe. So it wasn't no way to loosen it up and put your foot in. It was
I remember that.
It was a bad design. And it was like, it probably was a comfortable hoop shoe, but for me, it was a bad design. So y'all got to realize too, when these brands make these sneakers, they make them for the foot of that player. Right. So KD has really, if y'all know, KD got long feet, bro. So I bet you his feet is narrow and long. Right. And just like MJ has wide feet like I do. So that's why 5s are wide. You know, like a lot of his shoes are wide. And like LeBron got really wide feet. That's why his shoes are like, you know, kind of bulky on the bulkier side. And he's a big guy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, these shoes are made for them. Right. But then they push them out to the consumer because, you know, of course, we're fans of the brand or the players or the design.
It makes you feel like you're part, you know, like you have a piece of your favorite athlete. So, and that's the whole purpose of it. So, yeah, no, I can see that.
And then Saturday, the 15th, we got the black toe. The Jordan 1s, where it's written Air Jordan on the side. Remember the marketing thing? This comes with the packaging. So I really want these really, really bad. Yeah. So I got to have those. So
that's different. I do like the fact. Is that original to the shoe, the Air Jordan on there?
Yeah. So he did a marketing. Jordan brand did a marketing campaign where he was at a photo shoot and he had those on his shoulder.
Okay. Oh, I know that picture. I know that picture.
So that was like in 85 or 86, whenever it was. That was back then, and they never released that shoe. I guess that was kind of like a sample for that
just like that photo shoot. Yeah.
Right? So, but then after that, they made the Wings logo. So then that's why they start stamping the Wings logo on the collars.
Right.
But before the Wings logo, it was just
Air
Jordan, just plain. So that's so dope. That's why I really, really want those.
Yeah.
And it
is a collector's item.
That's a collector's item.
That's a collector's item.
I don't have any black toes. They do have different black toes from different iterations with the Wing logo on the side, but they don't have this. So this is the one. And then the packaging, I seen a couple early unboxings. Yeah. The packaging is crazy. It's got the photo shoot when he's holding the shoes over his shoulder. You know, it's dope. So it's like I you know.
We're gonna circle back to that point when we talk about the other stuff we got to talk about.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's put a pin in that one. What else is releasing this week?
So after that, that's Saturday. I think that's it for this week.
Okay.
So that'll be it. Let me recheck. I'm gonna check Foot Locker too. I think that's it for this week. You got the black toes, the KD4s. Then you got some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle LaMelo balls. I know Nani likes
she likes the mellow ball shoes. Yeah,
she does. So they're like,
I feel like a lot of young kids like them because of the loud colors and
and it's a good shoe. The shoe has decent tech, really good tech for basketball. They're good basketball. So you see a lot of the young people, like high schoolers and like younger kids, middle school, AAU kids that play ball. A lot of them play in LaMelo Ball. So they're a good shoe, although he can't stay healthy. I don't know why he can't stay healthy, but his shoes got good tech. So shout out to Puma. You know what I'm saying?
They riding it out.
June Ambrose, shout out to the queen. So, and then they got some Ja 2s, the Ja Morant 2 Scratch Black label. So I think what Nike is doing, the Scratch Black label, I think it's kind of like a Black History Month type deal.
Oh, okay.
Because they got some LeBrons that's coming out with this, that's like all triple black like that.
Okay.
I think they got some KDs coming out like that. I think it's a couple different Nike Jordan brand shoes that's coming out like just straight black on black. Like triple black. So you got the Ja 2s, it's called Scratch Black label. And then the black toe. So, So,
all right.
A lot of Black History Month, right? So, that's the upcoming releases. So, this past week was a very eventful week for releases. This week that just passed, the first week of February, where we had the OG 85s release and we had the Reimagine 5s release. So, we'll start off with the OG 85s.
Okay.
So the OG 85s, y'all remember from previous episodes, I think from last episode with Buck and the one before that, when me and you gave our take, we were like upset and frustrated with the like quantity of it, right? So after the smoke clears, I get it. Kari, Sneaker Fetish, made a great point. Now, Kari is very, very good at articulating himself, and he knows how to play the marketing game. He knows it. Right. So he made a good point. He was saying like nobody really wanted that shoe until they put the quantity out. When they put the quantity out,
that supply and demand,
that built up the hype, and because people were like, man, I'm not paying $250 for a Jordan 1.
I can see that. Yeah.
So, but nobody knew that they were going to go back to 85 and the time that
nobody knew everything that came with it.
Right. Yeah. Nobody knew they was going to jump in the DeLorean 226 gigawatts and go back to 85. You feel me? Like nobody knew that. And they just thought it was going to be just another retro of that shoe, that silhouette, that colorway and that silhouette. However, they pieced it together, and then the marketing behind it.
I can write a whole dissertation on this.
I mean, the marketing behind the 85 OG, that whole unbanned movement, where they recreated the commercial as if, what if Nike never paid that $5,000 fine?
Oh.
Like that, it was just dope, bro. And then to see my dude Nigel in the commercial, I was like, oh, but made me mad. It's like, where's James?
Yeah.
I feel like James, but James, he probably like, nah, I'm good. He like, nah, I'm
working
good.
On
yeah, James got something cooking.
He did have something cooking as
Serena with the Chucks on. That was dope. That was dope. Hey. I could say something that he disclosed me, but I ain't gonna say nothing about the first Chucks. I ain't gonna say nothing. Remember what he told me on that? Yep, keep my mouth shut. I ain't gonna say nothing. So, but at the same time, end of the day, you got that marketing was genius.
So good.
It was beautiful, man. So for them to build up, like you say, the supply demand, to build that hype up, to get people like, oh, I want them now because they're so limited. So
like FOMO, like you have the fear of missing out.
Fear of missing out. Fear of loss.
Oh, that part right there. And like how I was saying the last episode that I was on, despite the quantity, whether it was limited to 10,000 or 23,000 or whatever, it was a
little bit more than 10,000.
Sure, right? But
not much though.
Like I said, they still had to make their money back.
Oh yeah,
because the market, the
that $250 price point, and they dumped a lot of money into the marketing.
If you guys were on social media when the day it released, you seen people getting picked up in Phantoms.
Oh man,
you get people picked up in party buses. You had people.
My soul brothers got to experience it, man. First
shout out to them, man.
Shout out to Gabe, J. Will, and Dwayne. So Jay Will and Dwayne, they did what Abu was doing at 218. They were sharing the story.
That's dope. With the white gloves and the
Jay Will and Dwayne, they had the white gloves on. Dwayne had the red bow tie. You know what I'm saying?
It was dope.
It was dope. So and you seen Dwayne, you know how Dwayne is he know how to articulate himself.
Yeah.
He's very knowledgeable. He's very knowledgeable and he likes storytelling. Dwayne was telling the story of the 85 to somebody. I'm like, all right, Wayne, I see you, my dog. So that was dope. And then you seen Jay Will, Jay Will do his thing. And then Gabe was invited. Mm-hmm. So, and I was too. You know what I'm saying?
So let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. So
good segue,
quick.
Right? Yes. So shout out to Gabe though. Gabe and Gabe took some pictures today with the OG 85s.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah, they were like crumpled and stuff. Yeah, that was a good one.
So that's dope. And he still wears them too. Yeah. So that's dope, man. That's super dope. So anyway, my invite, right? Yes. So
let's talk about it.
I did not know, as you guys know, I'm pretty connected. I ain't gonna say connected because I don't want to embellish. Yeah. But I do have good relationships with people.
Just a genuine relationship.
They're my people, and James is a friend, right? Yeah. That's my guy. Mm-hmm. So I can legitimately say that that's my guy, right? Mm-hmm. But I never, people who know that I'm cool with James, they think that I can, ask him, hey man, can I get this? Can I get that? Can I get this? That's not the relationship I have with him.
So let's make that clear.
Right. I have the relationship with James like I have with anybody else that's my friend. Mm-hmm. I don't care your profession. I care about you, right? Like what you doing, what James is doing, he's in a stratosphere by himself pretty much, man. Mm-hmm. And I don't ask that dude for nothing. He always tells me, like, don't he? Yeah. He literally tells me, man, whatever you want, just let me know. Tell me. Let me know what you need. What you need. And I'm like, nope, I ain't gonna say nothing. Like, I'll say little stuff here and there, and then he'll just,
throw you a bone. Like,
yeah, here you go. Like these. Mm-hmm. Hey, a subtle flex. These was gifted, bro.
Because and for those who aren't watching.
These are the Armamanier 5s Dust.
Yeah.
Yep. These the Dust, the black ones. So he knows my connection with the Jordan 5. Mm-hmm. And I told him about it, and next thing you know, I had a package in the mail. So I didn't even ask. Yeah. It was just something that the team did for me. Mm-hmm. So I know that was a lot, but I just wanted to tell y'all, like, look, bro, just because I'm cool with certain people, that don't mean that I'm going to call him up and say,
like, hey, you the middleman for that.
Yeah. Nah. It ain't going to be that. So y'all don't even, if you think about getting cool with me just so you can, thinking I'm going to put you on or connect you, then you don't need to be cool with me then. Because it ain't going like that. If you're going to be my friend, be my friend. But I don't need no new friends, though. Because I got my soul brothers. I got my other people. I mean, I'm not out here trying to look for friends, Yeah. I ain't like Waterboy. Slap hands, slap hands, slap hands, slap hands. That ain't me, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I got my people.
Circle got smaller.
Hey.
What's the next line?
Everybody can't go.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody can't go. That's real, bro. So, but anyway.
But also, real quick, disclaimer, because I know you, obviously. Yeah. He is approachable, guys.
Oh, yeah. I'm not like that. Come on, man. I'm a real person.
Yes.
I'm a real person.
But just, keeping the lines clear and boundaries and all that. Man. But anyways,
go on. Full of love, too, man. I love everybody, right? So, I have a really good relationship with James. James is my guy. Whatever, right? So, sometimes I get perks of being, cool with him. Mm-hmm. And not free stuff, guys. Mm-hmm. Not free stuff. So certain things, I may get an invoice that I don't even have to enter a raffle. I get an invoice. I still got to pay for it. I still got to pay shipping. I still got to pay. There's no discount code. There's none of that. So don't get it twisted. And I wouldn't want to do that anyway because he my dog. So I want to show him support. Mm-hmm. That's showing him support by paying full price for his product because that's helping him out and his brand.
And it's not just like my hand is out.
I ain't got my hand out. No, I want to help you because I want to see you win. So I use my resources to help you win. That's where I'm at with that. So a lot of y'all get it twisted, bro. You think you can just get cool with these people, the Matt Michaels and the Rose Spitz and the James Whitners and the Chris Union and you get cool with all these people, Nina Chanel Abney. Y'all think y'all can just get Joe Freshgood, get cool with these people and do like this. Mm-hmm. No, bro. Like they can see you. You imagine how many people ask James for stuff, bro. Or imagine how many people ask Joe Fresh Goods for stuff. You feel me? So at the end of the day, bro, they can see you a mile away if you don't have good motives. Gang recognize gang, bro. Like, it's nothing manufactured about how I got cool with James, how I got cool with Matt, how I got cool with Ro, how I got cool with different people that's in different spaces. Certain people that work for Jordan Brand that has a high title. Yeah, right. That has a high title in Jordan Brand. I don't want to name him because he don't want to be named. But
and it ain't to brag.
No, it's not.
To show like
it's to kind of give y'all. It's not. It's
hold on.
To open the gate, not to gatekeep.
Right, that too, but to also show like you have been putting. This is work that you've been putting in for the past 5 to 6 years.
Tell him, babe.
This is work. This is not just I met you at I met you at an after party. We got cool and that was it. Like no, this is. Emails back and forth. This is contacts back and forth. This is
drawn up professional letterhead letters.
Yes, back and forth. This is calculating. Okay, you gonna be at that event. I'm gonna be there at that event. Yep.
Super intentional.
And it's the things that we have maneuvered on our end that people don't see, so that we can be in those spaces. You put in that work, and you're reaping those rewards. So those who and I'm gonna kind of repeat the same sentiments that was said to you. You've been putting in that work, so don't feel bad and don't feel guilty for having the perks,
certain perks
that come with it,
right? Because
you worked hard for it.
Yeah.
So for people who are up and coming and in this space and trying to get in those circles, remember that these are people too.
Yeah.
You have to remember that genuine connection is much more important than having your hand out. What can you do for me?
Right.
Because they're getting constantly bombarded by that from family, from friends, from Joe Schmo down the street,
Hey, man, we went to school together, man. I know your cousin. I know your uncle. I know, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to build relationships with people that can change your life. You don't want to build relationships with them and make them transactional relationships.
Yes. No, you don't want that.
You don't want that. Now, to a certain extent, people are in your world for transactional purposes, right?
And there's a place for that.
Right. Yeah. There's a place for it because there's people who are in high places and they want to do something for you and you want to do something to reciprocate, right? So there is, like you said, there's a place for that. But my relationship that I got really, like you said, I didn't just get cool with James over one DM and
that was it.
And like last year. Like I've been talking to this guy. We've been communicating back and forth for what, 3-4 years now?
4 years.
Yeah. It's work. It's work. I done put in the work. Like I remember I had a conversation with Mark. Y'all don't even know who Mark is, but Mark is such an important person. You don't know who he is, and he don't want you to know who he is. But Mark told me, he was like, man, I remember when I first met you, it was just, Universal Footgear. Okay, this guy, he does content. Now it's like, I know you.
Yeah.
You did the work. The work has put you there. I can put your face on something, because you put in work. So I'm saying all that to say this. I kind of just painted that picture to draw that relationship. And it's not for bragging purposes. It's not for, to flex. It's not none of that. It's really to kind of give you a blueprint. Now, the way I did it may not work for you, right? Because you're not me, I'm not you.
Right, we can't tell you exactly. Okay,
I'm not going to tell you exactly
at 2
I did this and I did that.
This email
or what I did. I'm not going to tell you that. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I made it a goal of mine because I've seen something that, like Jay-Z say, an old line Jay-Z say. He says, game recognize game and you looking familiar. So when I seen something that sparked me and that drew me to James, I just, you know what I'm saying? I made a goal, right? And it just so happened that it manifested into something.
And so here we are 4 years later. So
just like with Ro, same thing with Ro.
Yeah.
Y'all who don't know Ro Spit, you better do your research.
Do your homework.
Roland Coit. That dude is like...
Not you saying his government name.
I know, right? That dude he's an amazing person, bro. He cool. He down to earth. He cool people. I didn't even know they rock with me like that. I'm just going to keep it a bag. I did not know. Because I did an interview. I interviewed Ro. Ro let me interview him on the 218 Jordan 2s when they released in 22, I think.
Yeah.
And
just like, yeah, come on, man.
Just come on to the stove. Just be here, da-da-da-da-da.
Man,
end up getting cool with his mama.
We did it off our sister. Phone. Yeah. No microphones, no lighting, no nothing.
Cars riding down the street, ambulance coming. And he was all in. He loved it. He was all in. And it was like, man, Ro, he's a DJ. He owns 218. He part owner with Burn Rubber. He's got all kind of movies on Tubi. Ro does it all. I think he got his hand in real estate. I know his mom do real estate. So, his mom, man, Miss Sharon.
Such a nice lady,
man.
Such a nice lady.
She's so sweet. She make you feel like she your mama when you meet her. For real. But anyway, just being in the proximity. Like I tell a lot of people, you have to be in the proximity. Proximity matters, bro.
Yeah.
Like you gotta put yourself in certain spaces. And then be realistic, right? When you get in those spaces, don't expect to walk away with all these friendships and, Darnell did this, so I'm going to do this. No, that's me. You don't have my personality.
And also, too, maybe those aren't the right connections for you. So,
yeah,
it's not that, how do I say this so I can be, I guess, politically correct, if you will. Like, what works for you obviously won't work for the next person.
Yeah.
If you're cool with certain influencers or certain, these important people, you're cool with them based off your personality, not based off the transaction.
Yeah, it's no transaction.
But the next person, maybe those personalities don't mesh together.
Right.
And that's okay. We ain't got to hate each other. We ain't got to not like each other. But
you might be cooler with another person.
Yeah. In a different avenue.
But you need to put yourself in those spaces.
Exactly.
Right? The keyboard ain't going to do it. Right? You can get so far with DMing and, emails. You could get so far with that. You can. I will say that. What did I used to always say? Be delusional. When you got a goal, a dream, that you want to accomplish, man, be delusional, bro. Be delusional. Don't cap yourself.
Yeah.
Don't cheat yourself. Right? Be delusional, but that's only gonna get you so far.
Right. You gotta put in the work.
You gotta
act
put
in
in the work.
harmony with what your goals are.
Just like prayer.
Yeah.
You pray for something, you gotta act in harmony with what you pray for in order for God to bless it. If that's what if your belief is in a higher power, right? So my thing is,
we say all this.
I'm saying all that to say
this.
that I had 2 pair of 85s. I got 1 pair, and it wasn't intentional. I wasn't trying to be greedy. I wasn't like, ooh, I'm about to do this. Ooh. No. What happened was I have a good relationship with Ro. Ro DM'd me out the blue. Hey, bro, what size shoe you wear? I tell him. He says, all right, send me your email. He ain't telling me nothing because we know what's going on. We know what the release is in 2 days. We know
it's written between the lines.
It's between the lines because I'm laying in the bed and I'm like, look, like on Coming to America, Mortimer, look. That's how it was, bro. I'm telling you. So it was like, man. So then he was like, send me your email. He sent me this link, filled out my personal information. They gave me like, hey, be here at this time, blah, blah, blah. You don't say nothing. Don't post. Don't do none of that, right? This was before the release. The release was last Friday, which was the 7th, right? So this was probably like the 4th or the 3rd, somewhere in there. And, I already been talking to my people at the Whitaker group, like, hey, if there's a way I can get an invoice, then please email me an invoice. Where I live at, there's no Whitaker group, retail space.
Nothing.
There's nothing here in Detroit. Not yet. Social status is coming very soon. However, there is nothing here. So, I reach out to my people like, hey, and not James. I'm not hitting James. But he do be telling me, hey, if you don't get these, man, call me. Let me know. He do say that. And that's genuine. But I don't. I don't want to bother him, bro.
No,
he got so much on his plate, bro. He doing so much stuff. I don't want to bother him with that. I'll bother him with, man, I ain't feeling good today. My mind like this. And I hit him up on that type stuff. And he'll breathe life into me. But that stuff, man, I need these. Nah, bro. I don't do that with
If we look through the text, you'll see that it's, hey, bro, have a good day. Hey, bro, hope you're doing all right. Hey, you know, back and forth. Hey. And, you know, but as like how you were saying, you reaching out to these people, you did your due diligence to find out who those people were. Hey, you never know,
man. What you always tell me when I be second guessing.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
I'll be second guessing stuff, and she be like, "Hey, you better ask." I'm like, all right.
You know, but you did your due diligence to find out who those people were. Mm-hmm. That's you putting in that work. That's the stuff that I wouldn't consider gatekeeping, because it's like, look, I'm telling you, you guys got to reach out and do the work. Okay, you did reach out and do the work, and you found your connections, and you found what you needed to find. That's your reward. Yep. You know, because you did your due diligence in doing that. So, again, going on from your story of you reaching out, doing what you got to do.
I reached out to my people on the side of the Whitaker group. Hey, can I get an invoice for the 85s? So, you know, of course, they can't say, yes, Darnell, we got you. Hey, we'll try. It's noted. Da-da-da-da. Mm-hmm. You know, and I know normally the 99.9.999% of the time that means yes.
But it's not 100%.
It's not 100%. So at the end of the day, I had reached out to my people in the Whitaker group like weeks. This was like 2 weeks before the release. Yeah. Haven't heard nothing back. So I just was like, all right, I just left it. Like, all right, I reached out. I ain't gonna go past them and go to James. I could go to James and be like, hey, bro, no. I left it there. Yeah. And I just went on one day out the blue. Ro hit me up, gave me the invitation. That same morning, Friday morning, we was at Elijah's recital. He had a recital this past Friday. And we were there, and he didn't get started yet. I just randomly checked my email, and it was like, boom, I'm Amaneer.
And we was already dressed and ready to go to Rose.
To the event at 218 event. So it was like, it just worked out that way where I had two pairs. Although I did get rid of the other one. Not yet, but it will be gone tomorrow. But I just wanted to be transparent with y'all, right? I'm not the one to get multiple shoes and just hold on to them and like, ooh, look at me. Y'all notice I didn't take pictures with more than one shoe and I wasn't all like, you know. Yeah. So I know how limited that shoe is. I'm just glad that the hard work that I've put into this brand and to this culture, because I love the culture so much, man, that it's repaying me. And that's what I tell y'all. You be good to the culture, it'll be good to you. Right? And that's one of them things. And a lot of it is proximity. Certain events, I'm there. I get invited there. Like the exhibition event. I met Babyface Ray. I met Jack Funny. These are local people, but they have prestige. They're known, right? So if I see them again, they gonna notice me. Like, oh, I remember him from. Then you see me again, you gonna know again, and you know again. That's how that works, man. You gotta be in the proximity. You don't have to be like them. You don't have to try to tag along. But if you around and you doing your thing, but in between the spaces, you working. So you filling in them gaps with work, you gonna start to get seen, bro. You gonna be around and people gonna be like, oh, I remember you was at Creator Con. Oh, I remember you was at BFF. Oh, I remember you was at Sneaker Con. I remember. They gonna see you. Then they see your video, your content, whatever. So that's just my thing, man. So I did get two pairs. So to talk about the event, we got there, man. White glove service. I know y'all seen videos, not just mine, but a lot of people in the sneaker culture, they uploaded reels like crazy. One thing that I would say, if anybody from Jordan Brand ever listens to this specific part right here, whatever time we at, timestamp we're at.
We're about 30 minutes in.
Dude, repost the stuff.
Yes, everybody we were talking about this earlier.
You got all these people hashtagging unbannable, right? And these neighborhood stores, repost it, collaborate with the smaller creators like myself that got to experience it. Repost it. You got 25 million people that follow your social media page. That gives notoriety to us that's trying out here. Right? That gives notoriety to us that's championing your brand. We love your brand. Look, We love your brand. So, hey, it don't cost you anything. That's a transactional relationship right there. My transaction, $250 for some Jordan 1s, which I willingly paid for. Like, I paid for them. I wanted to. Twice. So I wanted to, although one is sold. So I kind of, right. So, but at the same time, it's like, dude, look, man, it won't hurt you to repost me. It won't hurt you to invite me as a collaborator. Or if I invite you as a collaborator, you accept it. Because we're championing your brand. What that does, that makes you look more for the people, the people's champ.
Yeah. Like,
not everybody. I'm not saying that. I'm not just saying if Joe Blow from the corner store just bought some Dub Zeros or some Jordan Nothings, like Mike Rich say. Some Jordan Nothings. He just bought some Jordan Nothings and he tagged y'all, you supposed to repost it. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying, like,
look through it.
Look through the unbannable hashtags, bro.
You see a cool video. You see a cool experience.
Man, look at mine, dog. My joint is cold. And I'm being a little biased because it's me. But my reel is colder than a lot of ones that I seen, bro. And that's just being real because yours truly did it, right? So, I mean, that's just me, right? So
let's talk about a little bit about when we got there. What that experience was like. So we got there at 1 o'clock.
Right at 1. That was our appointment. Right at 1 p.m. So we got there right at 1. We went in the basement, which is under 218. Never been there. We got escorted down. It's like you got a personal butler with you, like, and they dressed in black, white gloves. And they're like, take you this way. They check your name off the list. You know, they already knew it. I was like, he was like, what's your name? I was like, he was like, oh, yeah, Darnell, yep. Check me off the list. I'm like, oh, okay. I was looking at my phone trying to find the email, you know? Like, no, Darnell, you right here, man. Got you. I'm like, oh, all right. So I go downstairs. We go downstairs, and Abu is down
like
there.
Dark and
it's dark with the
black
and red. It's black and red tones. You know, that's the theme. Bread, right? So Abu is down there. He's standing in front of the enclosure. Was it an OG 85 pair in there, or was it that just the new pair?
It was the new one in the case. So in the case,
and Abu just kind of gave a history of the band and what it was for. Although technically the band sneaker was the Airship, the black and red Airship, but it was the colorway, right?
Yeah.
Because back in those days in 85. The NBA has strict dress code rules where they wanted each player to have
like a cookie cutter,
bland colors, just white, right? So Jordan like, nah, I'm wearing Breads, and Nike was like, we'll pay that fine. Here you go.
And the rest.
40 years later, here we are. So that's a shoe that really started. Not just, and that's why I wore the Rebellionaire. See, y'all got to keep up. Everything I do is intentional. Only person, I ain't gonna say the only person. A couple people recognize. Abu, he peeped.
Yeah.
Jay peeped.
I think Ro also peeped a little bit. Peeped. Yeah.
Who else? Luke tapped in sneakers. He peeped.
Yeah.
Luke is my guy, man. Y'all don't know how much I love that dude, man. But I'm just saying all that to say, it's so intentional, right? That shoe is literally, because I don't have any other Bread ones. So I'm like, man.
You could have easily wore the Lost and Found.
Yeah, I was going to wear the Lost and Founds, actually. And then I changed my mind. Something hit me like, no, I'm going to wear the Rebellionaires. Because the Rebellionaires is paying homage to that shoe. It's written all over the shoe. They can't stop you from wearing them.
Yeah.
Right? So it comes from that band theme. So I was super intentional with what I was doing. And got to chop it up with Ro. We got some good conversation there. I told him I'm taking boxing lessons. His face lit up. He like, for real? I'm like, yeah, man. So that was cool. Just chopping it with him, seeing Amber. That was cool.
Dope.
That was really dope. You know what I'm saying? And we just got to talk about sneakers a little bit and, upcoming releases and, Air Max Day coming up next month and, just different stuff,
Shooting
man.
the breeze. So
Shooting the breeze.
When we walked back up, after we got the presentation from Abu, we kind of walked around. If you guys go back to Instagram and even our, even the review, I put a little bit of the clips in that video as well. We walked through, you kind of walk around. It's like these big photos of the shoe itself, and it was all lighted, all nice, and then they had they had it in a case in the middle in the ground in the middle of the room, and then they had the basketball hoop with the Jordan brand logo and the 218
the 218 logo,
and then so. That we got a glass of champagne,
got some champagne,
and just kind of walked around for a minute. It's 1 in the afternoon,
and I still had to pick my kids up, so I ain't getting another one.
Right. So we just kind of walked around a little bit, enjoyed the vibe, and then we went back upstairs. We walked around to the front of 218. 218's windows were blacked out. So you couldn't see inside. But they had a red carpet with like a little, the little, what do you call it? Like the ropes, like the red ropes. Yeah. And so they opened the door for us and we walked in, and it was kind of.
They had the curtains.
Yeah, they had the curtain.
When I walked in, y'all, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but when I walked in, I almost shed a tear. Because it was just like.
Jordan.
It was like MJ everywhere. Like, you had the old pictures of MJ, you had it was just the way they decorated everything, the ambiance, and it was dark in there too.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. It was dark in there. You had your coffee book tables, your coffee table books, I should say, and you had that in there, and then you had like a display with the 218 logo on the side, and it had Unbannable on the front. It had the wood with the Jordan logo on.
On the floor.
And then again, it was kind of surrounded, like you said, surrounded with those big photos.
You didn't see anything. And that was 218, the retail space.
Yeah.
It did not look like a retail space. It looked like an art museum.
Yeah.
It was just really, everything was covered up, and it was dope.
And so after that, once we walk in there, they come out with your sneaker with the white gloves.
Jay,
they open
Jay
it
had
for
the
you.
White gloves, and he came
They opened the box for you.
Opened the box and handed it to you like a little baby. Like,
here you go.
I'm like, oh God. And then Jay was like, it smells like 1985, don't it?
It
that
sure does.
Was funny. It do. And not that 1985 stinks, guys.
No,
it's just that it's that old leather that it just give you that feel.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. So
yeah, so it was a great experience going in there, and then just a kind of a little behind the scenes. Ro was explaining how like they had to put those black curtains up because Jordan Brand wanted nothing to be shown in the backgrounds and photos. So it's like, I mean, that makes sense because it's at a retail it's at a retail store. Yeah. And you taking a picture and you got some Adidas or some Reeboks in the background, and he said it went down to the detail of the spacing between the Jordan logo and the 218 logo. He said if it was like a centimeter too far apart or too close, they would have rejected it and made him do it over again. So it was so intentional.
That's like when O invited me to the Jordan Brand,
the family night.
Family night. He was like, make sure you wear Jordans. Come on, O. Come on. And it was a dude there with Pumas on. And we was laughing. We was like, yep, he'll never come back. He's never getting an invite. So yeah, he's never gonna be back. We was cracking up. Like,
and so it just goes to show. And then also just another little tidbit, they had a wall where it said you can't ban greatness, and it actually really paid homage to Ro because it talked about his collaboration with Jordan Brand and what that brought to the city, and all that. So for it to be that big and personalized by the Jordan Brand,
that's a big deal.
My God, it was.
And O loves Ro.
Yeah.
I sent O a picture of Ro. I texted him the picture after the picture me and Ro took. I texted to him. He immediately hearted that jump. He loves Ro.
So it was a great experience. Again, congratulations to 218.
Oh yeah, man, y'all showed out.
You guys showed out. And
Detroit, man. That was my thing. Like that made me emotional when the 218 Jordan 2s came out. Right, because it was like, dang, my city finally gets some love. Finally, bro. Since we don't get no love in the sneaker culture. We had Jumpman Bostic, and we got other sneaker culture, guys in the culture and YouTubers and people that love sneakers out here in Detroit.
This is like a collab.
But this was putting Detroit on the map.
Right.
On the map.
People were learning about,
we ain't just known for drug dealers.
The Flint. I mean, that's already widely known, but for it to be represented
by the shoes,
by the way that it was.
And I think some of the proceeds was donated to that too from that release.
And they got to learn about 218 and where it's at in Eastern Market, and learn about Eastern Market
in Detroit
and learn about Detroit and learn about. So it was such a domino effect that now to see where it's at now
Yep.
with this, you know, with them being able to get such an exclusive sneaker in their boutique.
With the 17s.
With the 17s. They kind of had something with that too. And, you know, I mean, it's great to see.
The whole storefront was decorated. You seen Derek Coleman was there,
right.
NBA legend.
And we had, speaking of famous people, we had just missed Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, we did.
Before, you know, he was there
Cade.
before we got
Cade.
there. We're like, dang.
I wish I would have met. Bro was like, man, you just missed Cade. I'm like, dang, bro. Dang. So,
but no, great experience. Congratulations to you all. You know, that was dope. It was
man.
Dope. It was definitely dope.
So the very next day, the Reimagine 5s dropped. Mm-hmm. So that's another couple $100. Hey man, I'm just glad I got 2 pair of those Jordan 1s because those helped me pay for the Reimagines, y'all. So I'm not made of money. I'm not rich by any means.
It's an investment.
It's definitely an investment.
Again, this is how he convinces me.
She trusts me. So, but anyway,
yes.
I grabbed, you know, Foot Locker Flex. I hit on the raffle. Anything come through Foot Locker, man, it's automatic for your boy,
99.9%.
Yeah, that's about 100. Pretty much 100. Anything I enter on Flex, I get.
Yeah.
I mean, I done put in work from 2019, though.
Yeah.
Remember all them L's I used to take back in 2020 and be hurt? I used to be hurt. Like, man.
And then when you got the Bread 11s, that was like what started it.
That's what started it because that's when they first switched over to the Flex.
Yeah.
But they had to go. I remember I had to go do the store reservations.
Yeah.
I had to go to each store and they scanned the little barcode on my phone. And Southland, right here, Southland just was like, here you go. So, yeah. But anyway, so the Reimagine 5s, it wasn't a problem for me, man. I went right in, you know, took Elijah. Y'all see the video. Took Elijah get his haircut. We left there. I walked around Snipes. They just built a new Snipes out in Southgate. So I went there, got cool with the people there and see what they had in stock. I got y'all some B-roll. Couldn't really get no really, really good vlog content because the music was like blaring.
Yeah.
And it was like hood music. It wasn't even radio hood music. It was like, dang, this the mixtape. Like, dang. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
the way you just said that.
So then we just got some B-roll, the Snipes, and then went over to Southland and grabbed the kicks. And it was you know, wasn't no line there. I just like, hey, I got a reservation. They went and grabbed it, took my ID, you know, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Got out of there. So then shout out to the Brothers Kicks, went in and kicked it with Ethan for a minute. You know, we was talking about he was talking to me about the OG 85. He seen the real and all that. So we was talking about that. And just came home, did the review, and that was it. But it wasn't that easy everywhere, though.
Yes,
unfortunately, and it's a few things I want to tap into, and I know we're going to take a little bit longer by design talking about the sneaker culture topic this episode because this really disturbed me, and something else kind of disturbed me. We'll get into the something else, but this in particular. People are like fighting, shooting. I don't think nobody died. I don't think nobody went to jail, but I think there were fights.
We unnecessary.
Unnecessary, dude. Just ridiculous. And a lot of people say, oh man, it's just some shoes. It's just some shoes. Yeah. The motive is the shoes, but you don't know what happened in that moment. What if a man had his son with him to buy his son the shoes and you got an ignorant joker saying some stuff or push the kid or something, right? That's not just over shoes. That's a father protecting his son. I'm not saying that happened. I'm just saying that
this is a scenario that
you don't know, bro. So y'all can't just say, oh, it's just over some shoe. You can't blame the shoe, right? Yeah. It's not the shoe's fault. It's the it's the people. So in the situation, now a lot of stores did the first come, first serve. And you know, first come, first serve crowds.
Yeah.
If you don't have police there, it's going to be, or armed security, it's going to get crazy. That's just how people get, man. People get crazy. I'm disappointed in us as a culture. So I really want to speak out. When I say us, I mean all of us. Whether you Asian, you Caucasian, you African American, you African, whatever, Jamaican, Caribbean, whatever, wherever you from, right? I'm speaking to you. If you're involved in that kind of nonsense and foolishness, come on, y'all. We got to be better than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, all of this is merchandise.
Yeah.
It's material, right?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to lose their life or lose their freedom over a $200 pair of sneakers, right? Don't listen to Jim Jones with his, the thrill of the catch. And no, bro. No.
Yeah,
that's not what it's about, right?
That's not worth
what it's really about. It's about the sneaker getting to people who really want them. If it's for nostalgia reasons, if it's because you want to fit in, is it because you think that's the end thing and you think it's cool to get them? Okay, that's your motives. It's whatever. It's no judgment. We listen, but we don't judge, right?
Right.
So the thing is, you have to really put it in perspective. And for those who were injured or those who maybe it was kids traumatized, because you got to think about it. High school kids want these. They probably was in line with their mama or with their daddy. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. Man, my heart goes out to y'all. Y'all be safe out there and be careful because this is only February. Wait till it freaking get hot outside.
Right.
Especially in Detroit. It get crazy out here in the summer and springtime. When it start getting hot, people just, I don't know what happens.
It's like a switch. It's
like people
turns.
just lose it. And it's like, that's why I don't like to be around big crowds. You know what I'm saying?
The same thing happens when it turns to winter and it starts to snow. It's like all of a sudden people don't know how to drive. Yeah. They don't know how to do nothing. Like
but all the weirdos and creepers go stay in the house. They be fans. Stay inside. He a fan. So, but anyway, another disturbing thing about this release, I seen a content creator. This is one thing that I'm sick of, okay? And I'm going to speak freely on this. I'm sick of different content creators kind of trying to kind of put stipulations on the culture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember. I'm
tired of that.
We've talked about this a couple of times on on previous episodes and we're talking about it now again because it is important for you guys to really, really get it through your minds and understand that this community is supposed to be welcoming. This community is supposed to be for everybody.
It is for everybody.
And when you have when people try to put those stipulations, it comes off as like
gatekeeping, bro. And it's like
it comes off as like, oh, you can't.
I'm
sit
better
with us.
than you. Yeah.
You know?
You can't sit at this lunch table. Seats taken. Seats taken. You know what I'm saying? You can sit here if you want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, this is not that, bro.
Yeah.
And y'all need to chill. And I don't know if this person ever gonna watch my video. He got a bigger platform, whatever, whoop-de-whoop. But he annoyed, like some of his content is good. Like he says good things at times. I'm not gonna name this person. I'm not gonna name drop because I don't want nobody getting in their feelings, and then y'all gonna see an ugly side of me, and I don't want to show y'all that side of me, right? So I don't like the fact that this person always in his videos, I've been collecting sneakers since dude, okay, bro. Why do you gotta validate that? Mm-hmm. Why do you need that self-validation that you've been
projecting? Something.
Like you're up here, so you try to alienate people for wanting, like, oh man, when these came out, I didn't even go fill out no raffles. I just woke up out my bed and okay, that's you. Mm-hmm. It's people out here like myself who is older than you, who was out when these came out in 1990. I'm speaking of a Reimagined 5s. I was alive when those came out, and I remember the impact it had on me as loving sneakers. That's the sneaker for me that started it. Like, I liked sneakers before that. I had some Nike Cortezes. I had the Jordan 4. The military blue 4s was my first Jordan. You know what I'm saying? But they was the little boy Jordans, no air. You feel me? But at the same time, that Jordan Metallic 5 was the shoe that I like loved. Mm-hmm. I loved it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, I seen it before, but when I seen it in Michael Jordan's playground, it was like,
that's it.
That's it. So
close curtains.
When you talk like, oh, well, I had these. I had the 2011s and I had the 2016. So I don't need these. Good for you, bro. So don't try to make other people feel bad that do want them. Mm-hmm. Whether I got the 2016s too. But you know what? I wanted the 2025s as well. You know what? I got the 2016 flu games. You know what? March 1st, I'm going to have the 2025 flu games.
Right. And there's nothing y'all can do about that.
What does that mean though? Does that mean you're more you're up here in the sneaker culture and since you're going to get the new stuff, foolish mortals.
Right.
All you peasants that get the new stuff. You guys are
noobs.
Like, bro, shut up, bro.
What are the kids call noobs? Roblox, the bacon hair.
Oh yeah, whatever they call them.
Just so you guys know, Roblox. If you're a noob in Roblox,
I'm sure a lot of y'all are parents, so y'all know what Roblox is.
They got the bacon hair, so we call them bacon hairs.
I'm sick of that. I'm sick of people that feels like they need your approval. Like none of y'all, bro. I would tell all y'all to y'all face. I love a lot of y'all, bro. I really, really do. But a lot of y'all, I would tell you to your face, bro. Nobody needs your approval. Mm-hmm. You're not curing cancer. You're not feeding the homeless. You're not promoting world peace. You're purchasing merchandise. That's what you're doing. So just because you've purchased a piece of merchandise years ago and they re-releasing it again, you're so foolish for going for those. I already got those. Y'all are stupid. Why would you even go? Like, dog, shut up, bro. Like, shut up. You too full of yourself, bro. Like, chill, bro. Nobody needs your approval. Nobody that needs to. It could be a person that's in their mid-30s that or mid-20s or however old they are. It doesn't matter. Look at Mark Bostic, my big bro. He's 60, bro. And he got more shoes than all y'all. Do you hear him say, oh, y'all stupid for getting these? He still went and got the 85s.
Right.
Like, dog, chill out, bro. Some of y'all need to really take a step back and focus on your content and stop pointing the finger at other people. What value do you add? Why are you trying to cause divisions? Why are you trying to alienate people? Why are you trying to make people feel bad about spending their money that they work for? If it's going to land them in debt, so be it. That's their money. Like, leave them alone, bro. Y'all got to chill out, bro. Now, if somebody coming to you asking for this advice, they need you to be a financial advisor. They need you to validate them. Then, hey, by all means, go ahead. But dog, don't come in this.
For this?
You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody don't want to hear how long you collected sneakers and you got the oldest Jordan model of this and that. Like, and it's always the dudes that's corny and that's. I don't want to go that route, bro. I'm just gonna stop it right there because I don't want y'all gonna turn me into this monster.
Reel it in, guys.
You know,
let's reel it in.
But I do want to say this though. I do want to say this. Y'all need to stop. There could be a person, despite their age, race, gender, whatever, that could be a person that loves sneakers, but they can't afford to get it. They might be a single mom working their you-know-what's off to feed their family, but they love sneakers. So they can't prioritize. They don't have the funds yet to get those sneakers that you got back 20 years ago or 10 years ago or however long ago. They can't get it. They might love and respect the culture more than you do, but they can't afford to be in that position right now. So when they do get in that position, you can't treat them like they don't know something just because they didn't have the 2013 edition of whatever. Like, stop it, bro. Y'all gotta stop this, man. One of my good friends killing all y'all YouTubers. All of y'all. Ike. Ike is murdering all y'all. As far as collection go. All of y'all. Y'all talking about, oh, I've been collecting since this. Man, Ike got some J's that's dead stock still from like 2005, bro. Like, y'all better stop. Y'all need to stop. And Ike not even a YouTuber.
I'm about to say, Ike doesn't do YouTube.
He ain't no YouTuber.
Man, don't let that
That's
man
what I'm saying, bro. Like, y'all gotta stop that. But Ike is very much into culture. Mm-hmm. He loves sneakers.
And is respected, too.
So, yeah, very respected. Dude got a lot of connections. Mm-hmm. And that's my guy. But at the same time, and he's from Chicago.
Right.
So, chill out. That's what I be saying, bro. Just that, and then to make people feel like that they need your approval to be a part of this culture, that's whack, bro. That's whack. Don't ever do that to nobody. If you do that to people, if you take yourself that seriously and you place yourself on a pedestal, you know what you doing? You making yourself bigger than the culture. That means you don't belong here. Because nobody is bigger than the culture, man. We all just love merchandise, bro. That's what it is.
Right.
We just love a certain type of merchandise. When it boils down, it's material things.
Yeah.
It gets old, it crumbles, it disintegrates.
Because you know what? Like, it can be gone in a second. Because look, I don't know if you've seen the story about, I don't know his name. I forget, but I know that I seen it
Look at the fires in Cali.
That's what I'm bringing up. There was this sneaker collector in Cali. Lost everything. He lost absolutely everything.
Even if he had insurance on it, the money that he would get back from it can't replace certain items.
No, it can't.
He can probably buy most of that stuff, but a lot of that stuff, collector's items, probably only a certain amount. Mm-hmm. If it's to that magnitude, you feel me? So that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all need to chill. I hate that. Me and Buck was talking about that, and Buck agrees with me. Like, I hate that y'all try to alienate people and try to make people feel bad. Oh, you going for the 25s? Well, I still got the 2011s.
Well, good for you, buddy.
Good for you, bro. Go sit in your corner like a little kid and play with your 2011s. You feel what I'm saying? Like, go play with the lace lock and the buckle. Have a good time. Teach yourself how to tie your shoe again, bro. Y'all dudes be tripping me out, man. And then you got... Stop laughing.
You said, go learn how to tie your shoe again.
And then you got... And see, the thing about it, too, what I hate, too... Oh, man, why y'all going for them? There's so many of them out. So you mean to tell me you going to get those and you're going to look like a clone because everybody's going to have them? Dude, who cares?
So what?
If I like a shoe, I like it. I don't care who else got it.
I love you, but the kids are asleep.
Yeah. If I like a shoe, I don't care who has it.
Mm-hmm. They're not going to style it like me.
Dude. These are still sitting on shelves. I'm holding in my hand the Legend Blue 11s that just came out this past November. Mm-hmm. I got these for under retail on GOAT. On GOAT, retail, they're $230 plus tax, so like $240, $245, mm-hmm. let's say. On GOAT, shipping, taxes, everything, they were like $200. So I got them like $40 off, right? Mm-hmm. I don't care that they still sitting in Snipes right now. I don't care.
For one, you got them for cheap.
Yeah. I don't care that in the summertime people gonna be wearing these like crazy. I don't care, bro. I wanted these because Darnell wants them. But see, that crap like that, oh, y'all all gonna look alike, so I'm not gonna.
There's a Rihanna quote that she said something like, I think she was talking about some awards, and I think she said she might beat me, but she can't beat my outfit.
Yeah. See, you ain't gonna wear it like me, though. Mm-hmm. You ain't gonna style it like me. And I'm not saying that I'm the best dressed sneaker YouTuber or sneaker collector. Hey, man, I just wear what I like, right? I wear what's comfortable for me. I wear what I know. I don't try to look at nobody else. It's one person that gave me inspo. No, it's a couple. I do get inspo from different people like Gabe, and these are my friends that I get inspo from. One that I really got a lot of inspo from was Rome, 215 shooter. Mm-hmm. Rome is dope. And I don't know if y'all know who 215 Shooter is. Rome, he live out in Philly.
Look it up.
Look him up. Rome is dope. That's my guy, man. And I told him that. I let him know, like, look, bro, you inspired me because he wore some outfits like two years ago. Remember with the trench coat and the hoodie? Mm-hmm. I went out and went to Macy's and bought me a Ralph Lauren trench coat.
Just off of that post.
Off that one post because I liked the way it looked and I seen myself in that. I didn't buy the exact one that he got. I don't even know if it was Ralph Lauren, whatever trench he had. But I like the style. Mm-hmm. I seen that style and I told him. So I ain't swagger jacking. I ain't just going to grab somebody's style and say it's mine. No, he inspired me. I told him that. I DM like, bro, you inspired me, dog. This, and that. Boom. And he showed nothing but love, man. Rome is cool, man. So all that is a part of the culture, bro. We take things that inspire us. Not exactly. I'm not going to do exactly what Lily does because then it's not me.
Yeah.
But if I see she's doing something, it's like, oh, I can do that. Mm-hmm. Put my spin to it. Boom. Right. You know, but it was an inspo. I got it inspired. So that's really all I want to say on the culture, man. Y'all need to stop. Y'all, and then people that's offended by these guys, that's, you know, characters. They're not even real people. They're characters and they say things just to get views and clicks and likes. Ignore them. That's not the culture.
Do you?
These dudes that try to alienate you because you want the new things and he's got the ones from 10 years ago, ignore him. He's just saying things. People say things for clicks and likes. They get behind this camera and they get full of themselves and they think that they're on a certain plateau when they're not. And they really just look stupid because all they doing really is talking to a red light. Mm-hmm. That's all they doing. So don't listen to that crap, y'all. If you in there, you don't need nobody's approval. You don't need nobody to tell you you're a part of this culture. Just treat the culture right. Don't come in this culture thinking you're going to make some money or thinking this or that. Just do you, right? Mm-hmm. Just do you. If you love the culture, you love it. If you don't, then you don't. If you here for reselling purposes, then that's your purpose. That's what you here for. Mm-hmm. But just know that. Don't try to be something you not. Just do you. That's all I can say about that. So,
with that said,
get off my soapbox. Now.
Yes, let me.
I had to get that.
Soapbox.
Yeah, man, I had to get that off my chest.
No, yeah, we've been talking about
that jump
stuff
just
like this.
Made it pissed me off when I seen that, bro. Like, man, I'm tired of these dudes, bro.
We've been talking about stuff like this throughout the week, and this is the place where we let it all out, guys. So but anyways, so let's
switch over.
We still got some stuff that we got to talk about.
Yeah,
we about an hour in, so let's talk about some
NBA.
Sports. Yes.
So we'll go right over to the NBA. Again, this is Monday night. The Warriors and the Bucks just played. The Warriors beat the Bucks 125-111 on the road. They are 2-0 with Jimmy Butler. So Jimmy he was 4 for 12 shooting. He had 20 points though. Jimmy goes to the line. Y'all think James Harden go to the line? Jimmy goes to the line. So he was 4 for 12 shooting, 0 for 2 from 3, but he had 20 points, 9 assists and 6 rebounds. Steph Curry was 12 for 24, 6 for 16 from 3, 6 boards, 4 drops, and 38 points.
6 for 16 from threes?
Yeah, he shot a lot of threes. Draymond, 32 minutes, 2 for 7, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, and 6 points. 5 fouls, triple single.
You know what a commentator said during the game?
What up?
He said something along the line. Something had happened with Draymond, and he said, "Yeah, he's averaging. What is he averaging in rebounds or assists or whatever?" I
I'll tell you his stat bar right now. Draymond averaged 8.3 points, 5.9 assists, and 5.9 rebounds and 5.5 assists.
Okay, so I think he was talking about rebounds, and he says, "Yeah, Draymond averages in whatever rebounds and like 17 times that he talks to the referees or something."
Yeah. Because he do so much other stuff than productivity.
Right.
And this whole thing, y'all say, oh, he's the glue guy. Oh, he makes great passes. Look, bro, I think all that's wore off now.
Yeah.
Right?
The honeymoon stage is over.
Hey, you average 8. You can't even average 10 points per game, 10 rebounds, or 10 assists. So shut up. Mm-hmm. 8-5-5.
Triple single.
I don't want to hear it, bro. I don't want to hear what he does, how many screens he set. 8-5-5. I don't need to talk to you. 8-5-5, bro.
That's like a bench player.
Come on, man. Like, but you be talking like you MJ, like you Kobe, or like you LeBron. That's how dude be out there talking.
That's all
like, bro, stop it, man.
So what's next?
So then we got the Kings and the Mavericks. It's 2 minutes left. The Mavericks are up by 2. Kyrie is the replacement for AD for the All-Star game. So AD is out hurt with an abductor strain, which he was dealing with LA before he left LA.
Yeah.
So he re-aggravated it a couple nights ago. So he's out for a couple weeks, man. Kyrie right now is 9 for 20, 2 for 8 from 3, 24 points. What Klay doing? Klay 6 for 14, 16 points. So, but they're up by 4 with 1:57 left on the Kings. They're at home. The Cavs beat the Timberwolves. The Cavs beat the Timberwolves at home, 128-107. Let's see. Anthony Edwards, he was 13 for 28, 8 for 15 from 3. He had 44 points in a losing effort. And then, Cleveland just doing their thing, bro. Just balanced scoring, man. Very balanced scoring. Evan Mobley had 28. Donovan Mitchell had 23.
It would be nice to see
just balanced scoring.
Win a ring without LeBron.
If they win a ring without LeBron, boy, Dan Gilbert. He gonna love that.
He might buy y'all lunch that day.
Right. We might get free lunch for a long time. So, and then we got the Wizards and the Spurs. I think the Spurs are either 2 or 3-0 with De'Aaron Fox. He's working out good. He's working his way in with the Spurs pretty well. He was 7 for 14. He had 30 points and 6 assists tonight.
You said 30 points?
Yeah.
Wow.
30 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds. Wemby 12 for 21, 15 boards, and 31 points. So, they looking good, man. The Wizards.
That's very solid. Yeah.
Did what's the name play yet? Oh, he ain't played yet. From the Bucks. Chris
Middleton. I couldn't think of his name.
I couldn't think of his name, dog. Chris Middleton, he a beast too. I like Chris Middleton, man. The Bucks did him dirty, man. The Bucks sent him to the Wizards, bro.
That's like NBA graveyard.
But the Bucks got Kyle Kuzma. Oh, let me go back. So the Warriors beat the Bucks without Giannis, first of all. And Kyle Kuzma was 6 for 9. He played 34 minutes, 21 points. Dame was 12 for 20, 3 for 9 from 3, 38 points. Him and Steph, they both had 38. So, and then we go down. The Celtics beat the Heat. The Nets beat the Hornets. The Thunder beat the Pelicans. And then the Jazz and the Lakers, they are playing right now, actually. Tip-off is just starting. So it's 0-0. Well, 2-0 Lakers. LeBron scored the first 2 points.
Did I miss? What was the score to the Atlanta game? Because I know it was like 2 minutes left when we started filming.
Oh, no. Hayes scored the first bucket. Atlanta, the Hawks beat the Magic 112-106.
Okay, yeah, because it was like a 2-point game with like 2 minutes
Trey
left.
had 19. He was 6 for 17 shooting. So, yep, they beat them. So, if we look at the standings, that's the games for tonight. So, you look at the standings, Cleveland and Boston still at the top of the East. Detroit has moved up to the 6th seed. They're 27-26, a game over 500. Keep it going, Detroit. Keep rolling. Go. Then you got the bottom half. You got Philly, Brooklyn, Toronto, Charlotte, and Washington, 9-44. That was Detroit last year. So glad we doing good this year. So the Warriors are a 500 team. They 2-0 with Jimmy Butler. Their last 2. They done won both of their last 2. They were 26-26. Or did they win the last game with Jimmy?
Yeah, they did.
They did?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
They won their first game with Jimmy and this one.
So they 26-26, which is tied. They're in 11th place. They're tied. Well, they're tied for 10th place with Phoenix and Sacramento. So Sacramento, Phoenix, Golden State, all are 26-26. And then, OKC had the best record in the entire league, 43-9.
God, 43-9.
Yeah, they balling, man.
I didn't even realize
they
that.
Balling.
And what's Cleveland again?
43-10.
So they're just a game
they
behind.
Neck and neck. Half a game.
Half a game.
Half a game behind. So they're neck and neck. They're right there, man. Wouldn't that be a crazy finals? OKC and Cleveland?
What?
That show you right there. We in a new generation.
Literally, because
no Giannis, no Steph, no LeBron, no KD, no Luka.
Give it up to the young fellas, man. You got to. It's a new generation. Man. Let's go.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He may get MVP this year, man. Matter of fact, speaking of Shai,
mad at that.
I wouldn't be mad either. I like Shai. SGA. What did he have tonight? Let me find that. Where the Thunder at? I just said I had him. I done lost the Thunder. Oh well. Oh, they right here. They switched because all the way at the bottom was the Lakers. But since they started playing, they put it at the top. So that's why I couldn't see it. So anyway, they beat the Pelicans 137-101. They beat them by 36 at the crib. The Pelicans suck anyway. Did Zion play? Yep, Zion played. He played 26 minutes, 6 for 11, 17 points. Let's see. Shai, 10 for 20, 4 for 9 from 3, 31 points.
What's he averaging this season?
What Shai average? Shai is putting up 32.7, 5.1 rebounds, 6.6 assists.
That's some Steph Curry numbers.
Man, Shai gonna get MVP this year.
I think so. Yeah. All right.
He's the best player on the best team.
I'm putting that in the ring right now.
For the regular season, man.
MVP for SGA. Man. Yeah.
SGA, I believe he should get the MVP. He keep playing like that. No burn any injuries and no, drop off. See, his game is the reason why he's so effective because he don't play like these carbon copy dudes. Right? These carbon copy dudes, all they want to do penetrate, dribble. 3-pointer. Dribble, go inside, kick out to somebody else for 3. Shai got that in between game.
Yeah. He
got a mid-range. So he can go create a shot, and he can hit a 3, and he can drive. So he definitely is a 3-level scorer. Like, he knows his spots. He plays. He lets the game come to him. He's at that age now where he's seasoned now.
Yeah.
He knows how he like how they used to say MJ, the game slowed down for MJ. Like, he just,
and that just comes with time and experience and
confidence and the hard work you put in.
What year is he in now?
I think Shai is in his 5th.
Oh, I was about to say 4th or 5th?
4th or 5th. It's somewhere in there. Let's see. I can look at his stats. But yeah, that just is just about just really just putting in the work, man. Really putting in the work. And when was he drafted? He's 26 years old. He was drafted first round 11 pick in the 2018 draft. So he's in his 7th, 8th year.
Oh my God, we were way off.
6, 7. No, 6, 7.
Yeah.
2018. So we're in 2025, 6, 7th year. So yeah, man, that's dope, man. I like to see what Shai is doing. Always been a great player. Always been a solid player.
It's he kind of crept up on us a little bit because, for me, anyways.
Yeah, look, SGA was always cold.
No, and I'm not saying as far as like his talent because he, obviously he's in the NBA. I'm talking about like Oklahoma. Oklahoma became a quiet team that all of a sudden became good.
Yeah.
And Shai, he's been good, but it's like now eyes are on him because he's.
But he was was his team when he got traded there because remember SGA was in the Clippers,
right? In the Clippers,
and they let him go,
right?
And then when he went to the Thunder, that's when he like, all right, this is my team.
Yeah.
So they kind of built around him, and here we are.
They're reaping their rewards right now
because he's a gamer, man. That dude's a gamer. So what do you think of these major trades? We haven't yet to talk about them. So. I think tonight is Luka's first game as a Laker. We seen AD, a little bit of AD, but then he got hurt.
Right.
Chris Middleton, I haven't seen him play. De'Aaron Fox, he's been doing good with the Spurs. He's fit. It's like he fit right in with them.
Right.
Jimmy, you can speak on Jimmy.
That one was a surprise. It wasn't as obviously a big of a shocker as the Luka trade.
I told you Jimmy was coming here though.
But it was a surprise that they actually fell through with it. And, so I look at it this way. With this whole idea of KD coming back, because I didn't like that at all either.
You still got Draymond there. He don't want to be with Draymond.
He does not want to be with Draymond. So when the Jimmy Butler deal came through, I was like, at first I was like, I don't know, because again, I feel like that Draymond is that like pest that won't go away.
I just feel like
and
the
it
Warriors
deters
is never
people
gonna
away.
win nothing else with Draymond.
And then I feel the same way too. So
and I'm a Warriors fan, y'all. I love the Warriors.
When Jimmy came, it was a surprise to me because I was in a sense of like,
a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, like it was pleasant. I was like, I didn't know how he would fit, but these past 2 games, seeing his stats,
and this is just a little sample size,
right? We see the highlights.
About to go into the All-Star break this weekend.
See the highlights with Steph looking like he's having fun again,
and Steph,
the team
playing more free.
The team chemistry kind of looks like
you can't just double stuff because what they was doing, there's no other scorer. You got Wiggins. Wiggins is trash. Right. I'm just gonna keep it a bag. After we won the championship in 22, Wiggins has been a space cadet. I don't know where he's at. I don't know what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? He's just off doing something mentally. Like his body is there on the court for them 48 minutes, but his mind, I don't know. Mm-hmm. But anyway, you could just double Steph.
Yeah.
You didn't have nobody else that can do anything for you. Mm-hmm. And, no slight to Buddy Hield. It's like, dude, can you make a basket, please? Like, you're getting all these open looks and you shooting the ball horrible. Like, so it's like, Buddy Hield, put the ball in the hole.
That's all you got to do.
Put the ball in the hole. We watched you from Oklahoma. Remember when you was in college, we used to watch Buddy Hield. That was my guy to watch in college.
Yeah.
Put the ball in the hole, man. Not saying that Buddy Hield's my favorite player or nothing. I just, when he was in college, he was entertaining to watch.
Yeah, it was, we watched them together. Yeah.
Right. So, now you can't double team stuff like that. You got Jimmy.
Jimmy is his own talent as it is.
Jimmy is opposite of Steph. He brings balance. Mm-hmm. Steph, you see, 16 3-pointers. Yeah. Jimmy shot 2.
Yeah.
It still got you 20 points.
Right.
Because Jimmy gets to the line. The Warriors never get to the line. Why? Because they shoot too many freaking threes.
Right.
And that's what I be mad at Steph. Like, go to the freaking basket sometime, buddy.
Don't be scared to get fouled.
I know you can shoot threes. You're the greatest shooter. Yeah, like in Stephen A's voice, the greatest shooter God has ever created. You're the greatest shooter. Go to the basket, though, bro. But he just, out of 24 shots, 16 of them were threes.
That's ridiculous.
That's a lot of 3-pointers, bro. That's a lot of threes. So you were 6 for 8 from 2, and you were 6 for 16 from 3. Because you was 12 for 24 shooting, period. So it's like, bro, go to the basket, bro. But that's the element that Jimmy brings. And Jimmy gonna get fouled. He gonna go to the line. Yeah. He shoots a very high percentage from the stripe. He's gonna bring, so that can slow the game down when you just jacking up threes and oh my God, you're just going crazy. Shooting. Yeah. And it's like Jimmy, like, hold on, calm down. Right. Let's at least get a bucket.
Yeah.
That's the element that KD brought.
Mm-hmm.
But KD is much more of a lethal offensive weapon as opposed to Jimmy.
Yeah.
Now, Jimmy, in tight games, we seen Jimmy throw up 40s and 50s in the playoffs, right? He took an AC team 2 times to the finals. So, Jimmy is a gamer. I give him his props.
His talent speaks for itself.
But he's, I think he's going to work out well. I still feel like we needed another piece, though.
We definitely do. And I feel like this is definitely not going to... It'd be a miracle if we do end up in the playoffs, even the play-in. But
I don't think it'll be a miracle.
Maybe play-in.
They 500, so they'll get in the play-in.
But
I don't know if they.
I don't think they'll go all the way out this year.
Hey,
if they can
Jimmy
do something,
Butler can get an AC to the finals. You got Steph Curry now. And if you can get this AC to the finals, Steph Curry can make anything happen if his mind right. If he ain't on no...
I don't think his mind's right,
he'd be irritating me. So
I don't think so. But look, we have one more subject to talk about,
And the Super Bowl.
Yes. Let's segue into another sports topic.
That's your weeks in NBA. Upcoming this weekend, you will have the 3-point contest, dunk contest, and you will have the All-Star game, which... I don't know.
It's gonna
just
be
whatever with the All-Star game. I'll be looking at the dunk contest and the 3-point contest. We'll be checking that out. But that All-Star game, I don't know. I might look at it. I'm gonna look at it because it's new and it's like supposed to be innovative. I'm doing air quotes for y'all who can't see. It's supposed to be innovative, but I don't know how I feel about that.
Can we just bring competitiveness back?
That's man, they were showing the old All-Star game on NBA TV. The one from when I think it was 2001 when Allen Iverson won the MVP and they won like at a buzzer.
Yeah,
like it was a close game. Kobe and
That's
KG
what we
was
want,
going
right?
off. Like
close
Iverson.
games.
It was Iverson, Steph Marbury, Ray Allen. Like they were balling. Like it was like the little playful in the beginning. Like But
now it's time to lock in.
When it was time to lock in, because the West was up. They was up by a lot, and then the East came back. That's when Iverson got the MVP that game. So I missed that. Yeah. Right? Like 92 when Magic hit the shot. MJ thought he was going to get the MVP there, but that was Magic's year. That was the HIV year. So, I have attained
I like how you
HIV virus. I have
connect the dots with like something so random about that year.
But that was the year. That was the year when he announced he had HIV.
It's that year. And then what'd you say?
Magic Johnson got a cure for AIDS.
And then what'd you say in your last video when he was like, when Scotty had a migraine, whatever.
Yeah. 1990. Scotty got a migraine.
So, but anyways.
But he's a great teammate though. Whatever.
Anyways, going into the NFL.
Dun, 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 dun. So this will be our last report on the NFL.
I know. Yeah. Dun,
until,
dun, dun, dun.
until the season is resumed, August?
Yeah, like preseason time. Yeah.
Yeah. So here we go.
Oh my God.
Super Bowl. Eagles blew the Chiefs out 40-22. Really, it was just like 34-0. That was the game.
That was the game because they didn't score until what, like the mid-third quarter or something?
Fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter?
Or towards the mid-third quarter. You're right. It was like 3 minutes left and it was like 34-6. It's like, man, whatever, man.
Blowout. It was horrible.
It wasn't the Eagles took their starters out. It was just.
I mean, great. It was great. Eagles win. Great for them. Because
shout out to the Eagles. I like Jalen Hurts. He's a Jordan Brand athlete.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jalen Hurts, man.
Saquon
Congrats
Barkley,
to Jay.
Man,
yep, Saquon had an amazing year.
Had the
Saquon should have got MVP though.
Really?
No, not a Super Bowl, regular season.
Oh, regular season.
Saquon should have got the regular season MVP, man.
Yeah.
They gave it to the Hope. Josh Allen. Tony Romo's boy.
I'm still mad. Very upset that Dan Campbell didn't get Coach of the Year.
Yeah, that was whack.
How?
They should have,
How?
15-1. And they gave it to the Vikings coach.
The Vikings coach. And we beat the Vikings twice.
3 times, didn't we? No, just twice.
Twice.
Yeah, man. It is what it is, bro. That's just some hate, man. 15-1, but you know what? We lost to the Commanders. So I was about to say Redskins. The Commanders. So, but anyway, the Super Bowl, Patrick Mahomes, I used to call him Baby Goat. Y'all know that.
We got to strip him of his title, guys.
I can't call him Baby Goat anymore because he played the worst game I ever seen a superstar quarterback play. He looked rattled. And shout out to the Eagles defense, right?
They did their homework. Whatever the heck they did.
And Andy Reid did not make any adjustments. I was thinking because they went in half, 17-0, right? At the half?
Yeah.
It was 17-0. I'm like, all right, they down 3 scores. We got a whole half to play. I was talking trash like it was over.
We've seen Patrick Mahomes come back.
Man, I seen Tom Brady come back in the Super Bowl against the Falcons.
God.
What, like 28-10 or 28-3 in the fourth quarter? And win. Go to overtime and win. We was at John and Jessica house.
I remember. We was there and we was all chopping it up in like third, fourth quarter. We're like, man, this game's over. And all of a sudden we turn and we like, wait, it's a close game.
Me and Jared, we was the only two like, hold on now. Tom, because Jared is a big Tom Brady fan.
And oh my God. So it was like It wasn't even close. It wasn't even close.
Yeah, it's just like it wasn't even a competitive game. Like I didn't
Travis
have a
Kelce was not.
His mind wasn't even in the game.
It wasn't even there.
Dude came to the game looking like Ron Burgundy from Anchorman. Like what is you on, bro? Like I think Travis, because he didn't even have a really good season.
No, he didn't.
I think Travis Kelce was just like there. Yeah. I'm just happy to be here type season.
Here. Yeah.
Mahomes, he didn't have a great season statistically, but the Kansas City Chiefs just knew how to win games.
Yes, because the games that they did win was kind of like, hey,
whoa. He made certain plays at certain times.
Yeah.
But
that Denver game when they almost lost that game.
But they ran up against an Eagles team.
Yeah.
That was hungry. They was ready. They wanted to get their lick back because they lost to them 2 years ago. That's the first Super Bowl that started the three-peat thing. Right. You know, because they beat them and then they beat the 49ers and here they go. And the Eagles wanted that lick back. Jalen Hurts wanted it back. And
they got it.
They got it, man. They played very well. I used to be a big Eagles fan back in the day. Donovan McNabb was one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time. Went to Syracuse. I loved him in college. I loved him at the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? I love when Mike Vick went to the Eagles. Michael Vick is one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time from Newport News, Virginia. Went to Warwick High School. Dog, I love Michael Vick. Virginia Tech, that was my guy. Until he started fighting dogs. Well, he been fighting dogs, so he got caught, went to jail, and then he came back to the Eagles. The Eagles Andy Reid gave him a chance, and he balled. He balled. Then he went to the Jets.
He just got nominated for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Mike Vick. And then he's the coach of Norfolk State University. So that's over there in Virginia, Tidewater area where I grew up at. So, but anyway, the game was not even competitive. It wasn't even we didn't have a dog in the fight because the Lions weren't in it. We always was like this our year, this our year, this our year. We had no inclination, nothing that we were going to lose to the Commanders, right? It wasn't no piece of me, no fiber in my being thought we would lose to them. I thought we was going to run through them. And
everybody
did too. And that's why they took them for granted.
That's on us.
And then if you notice, man, your quarterbacks, if they have the worst game of their career, they're going to lose. Jared Goff picked a fine time to have the worst game. But you know what? This ain't about Jared Goff. Patrick Mahomes can't call you baby goat no more, my boy.
He got sacked, 5 times?
Like 6 or 5. I don't know, man. He got sacked a lot.
Like all game.
Yeah. And
oh my God.
And it was just like
that pick six.
And then he threw like 2 or 3 picks, didn't he? I'm about to pull up the stats
I would think it was 3 picks.
So Patrick Mahomes was 21 for 32, 257, 3 touchdowns and 2 picks. He was sacked 6 times.
Jeez.
So if you look at that, you're like, oh, he didn't play that bad.
No.
Those were empty calories.
Yes.
A lot of those yards came after the Eagles was up 34-0. And they done took their starters out. You know, they knew it was just coasting, just managed the game. It was impossible. Like, y'all wasn't coming back.
No.
So they, like, if you look at the first, like, I'm going to look at the recap. In the first quarter, the Eagles went up 7-0. Then the second quarter at halftime was 24-0 at the half. Because remember, they scored on that last play before the half was over.
Right. I had a feeling. I was like, 17-0, that sounds a little low.
It was 24-0. And then they scored 10 more points where it was 34-0. And then they finally scored where it was 34-6. And then after that, the game was over after that.
It was a wrap.
And then, the Chiefs scored 16 points in the fourth quarter, which those were empty calories. Those were to pad the stats to make Patrick Mahomes look like he had such a bad
How many
game.
yards were in the first quarter? Because I think that was like a big
they had
thing.
like 14 yards at halftime.
Yeah, it was like something
crazy.
ridiculous like that.
Yeah, they defense like slapped them around really bad.
It was just
whoever that offensive line, y'all need y'all need to be slapped around. That offensive line. I bet you that they didn't even get rid of the offensive line coach, or I don't know what
they need to do something.
I don't know. But the Eagles, they just deserved that game, bro. They did what they had to do. You know what I'm saying?
When you go back to
Saquon did not have a good game. He rushed the ball 25 times for 57 yards.
I will say that, though.
They stopped him. They did not let... That was their game plan.
That was it.
They was like, we're not going to let Saquon beat us. They was like, we're going to make Jalen Hurts throw. Okay. So he threw for 220 yards, 2 touchdowns. He threw a pick, and he was only sacked twice. Yeah. So it was just... we didn't have a dog in this fight, man. I just really wanted to see a good game. And you know, I did kind of want the Eagles to win because I like Jalen Hurts, but then I wanted to see history. I wanted to see the three-peat. So it was just kind of like, but just give me a good product, right? Yeah. It wasn't even good. And shout out to my boy Franco, man. Franco sent me a picture.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He is an Eagles fan. I forgot.
Yeah, he sent me a picture of him and the whole family, man. They was all... Little Franco got his little jersey on and all that, man. So that was cool.
So for me, down from the graphics of the scoreboard on the TV to the actual game itself was such a disappointment. Oh my God, look at them. Look at the baby.
Yeah.
So
the UI, which I learned from my son, the user interface. That junk was whack, bro. I don't know. It just looked like unfinished. Like it was like my TV was glitching. Like I want to hit the side of the TV.
It was all the like detail that they went in for the artist who did the artwork for she's a New Orleans based artist, I believe, and she did like the artwork and everything that she did was so intricate, beautiful designs, beautiful colors. And then you give us a scoreboard like that. Yeah,
that was whack, man. That was whack.
And then
that was whack. The game was uninteresting. Like it was in the first quarter, it was interesting because you don't know what's going on.
Obviously.
But you just seeing Patrick Mahomes just look like, hold on, what's going on?
Right.
Why he playing like this?
Yeah. So
and then you seeing the Eagles just keep going. It's like by halftime, I'm like uninterested.
It's a wrap. Yeah.
So segue to halftime.
Wait, before we get into that, just real quick, I just want to run through. Nike had the best Super Bowl commercial. Oh, they hadn't had a Super Bowl commercial in 27 years.
After they won?
No. This is the one with Asia Wilson, Sabrina, Sakari.
That was dope. That was dope. That Juju, all of them was in there. Yeah.
Jordan Childs,
what's her name was in there? You know, the girl. The girl. Steph Curry girl.
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin.
You know.
Caitlin was in it. Everybody was in it.
It was absolutely perfection.
It was dope.
That one was
I love seeing my little Juju in there. Juju was in there, boy. I'm like, go ahead, Juju, get yours, man.
And then I think my other favorite was the girls flag football.
Oh, that was dope.
When she did the Saquon at the end of that.
Yeah, and then they was like, hey, add flag football to high schools.
Yep.
I agree.
Let's do it.
I agree.
And then, to pull on the heartstrings a little bit.
Football.
To pull on the heartstrings a little bit, my other favorite was the I Am Enough. It was like sports, and they were like saying like the little kids, that was a sweet one. Yeah. My other little favorite one was the Instacart. You saw all the brands and their like little logos. That one was cool. Doritos was okay.
Which ones was not cool?
I think my number one that sucks the absolute
worst.
Dunkin' Donuts, the Snoop Dogg one, and the tongue and the flesh hat.
Yeah.
Oh my God, those were horrible.
The flesh cowboy hat, that was weird. It was too big, yeah. That junk looked inappropriate. Hey, adults, listen to me. If you seen that commercial, tell me. That junk looked so inappropriate. I'm like, wait a minute.
AI took over a lot of these people's commercials, bro.
What's the name? The Skechers commercial.
Oh, that one was kind of funny. With Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart, when she was doing the little slide. She did the slide dance or whatever. She did it differently. The AI did it differently, but whatever.
And then I think
the Doritos commercial was it was
it was a competition with creatives. So I think they didn't get to, I think they announced who the winner was as the commercial. So I was seeing some stuff online about that.
Yeah, them commercials was.
I feel like
man, I just wasn't.
Little Caesars and Pringles basically had the same.
Oh, with the eyebrows flying and the mustache was
like
that was weird. The tongue thing was really weird. I was like, bro, what are we doing?
Oh, like, Mom, I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, it was inappropriate. It was like a lot of this had like little inappropriate overtones. Like, hold on, man. The flesh cowboy hat, freaking tongue. I'm like, wait a minute. What are we doing?
Right.
So it was some weirdness.
Comment down below what y'all thought about the commercials.
What y'all thought was the good commercials and what y'all thought was the bad commercials.
Yeah, but for me, Nike was number one.
Man, it was that Nike commercial was dope, and the flag football.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know I just don't know. I just wasn't as invested in this Super Bowl because I had such a gap in my heart because the Lions. I just always felt like that was supposed to be the Lions there, bro.
Yeah.
I think we could have beat the Eagles. I really felt like that when we were at our best.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to the Eagles, man. They did what they were supposed to do. They went in there and
NFC
pole on what Kendrick say? Walking down, put the pole on them,
right.
Bully them, extort them, did everything to them. They killed the Chiefs, man.
Yeah, they sure did. So
speaking of Kendrick, let's go to the halftime show.
Oh my God, best halftime show.
I say it's the best halftime show for multiple reasons. I'm a little irritated by certain people out here that's like, oh, it was so boring. What do y'all want Kendrick to do? What do you want him to do? To be swinging? You want him to get on and dance? You want him... Dude, he's a rapper, right? He's not a performer.
The first to headline solo, by the way.
Yeah, but he's not Chris Brown.
Right.
He's not... Dude, remember a couple years ago, The Weeknd did the Super Bowl? That was pathetic.
So whack.
That was horrible.
That was so good.
I wanted to... That was horrible, man.
It was so dumb.
And who else did a bad job at the Super Bowl? Like Prince did a good job. MJ, of course. The
classic ones, obviously.
Janet Jackson showing her titty. Like, come on, man. Like,
that was not her fault, though.
Yeah, it is.
No, it wasn't. We're not going to go there. We're going to talk about this off camera, guys. No, that wasn't her fault.
That's her and JT fault.
No, it wasn't
her
and
fault. Justin Timberlake. You're
gonna get a lot of flack for saying that.
Hey man, I don't care. That was a bad Super Bowl performance.
I mean, it was horrible, but that slip up was not her fault. But
who else? Who else had some? The LA one was dope.
That one was dope because
Kendrick was on that one.
Yeah, Kendrick. It was Dr. Dre,
Snoop,
Eminem, Mary J. Mary J. Blige.
Yep, 50 Cent came out. He did the In the Club.
Right. That one was good.
I'm trying to think of the most recent one. But y'all need to stop.
Bruno Mars was good too.
Yeah, Bruno Mars had a good one.
Coldplay. But you know why it was good? Because he brought out Bruno Mars and Beyonce. So nobody even remembers when Coldplay did that one.
Yeah, whatever. I don't remember that one though.
That's
I don't remember that one.
Beyonce
when the lights went out. I remember that. That was back in the day when that was before we got married.
Yeah, that was when we were
still dating. That was what, 2012?
2013.
That was February. No. That was 2012, bro.
No, because 2012 it was 2013. It was 2013.
January 2013 or February 2013.
Yeah, it was 2013. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, but anyway, neither here nor there. Y'all gotta chill with that. All this. What did y'all expect for Kendrick? And then you got people talking about, look, the crowd is not this and that. Dude, these are. First of all, look at the demographics. Where is he?
Right.
We just gonna keep it 100 right now. I'm not playing the race card with y'all. So if you have sensitive feelings about race, then close your ears because I'm speaking reality.
Mm-hmm.
Think about where he's at, right?
How much those tickets cost?
Them tickets on the average for the nosebleeds are over $8,000. So think of where he's at. So think of the demographics of the people that's there.
Mm-hmm.
And think about the artist that Kendrick is, who relates to him the most, who identifies with him the most.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, they're going to be sitting there like, what is he talking about? But when they,
when they show you the people at their house when they're watching the Super Bowls.
Who it was for. But anyway, I digress. Think about when they played him and SZA. All the stars.
I felt really sad because it's Chadwick and man, that.
But and then Black Panther. But that's a song that most of the richer people can identify because they know that movie. So anyway, for all of y'all that say it was a bad performance, for all of y'all say that was whack, for all of y'all that's focusing on his genes more than the performance, let me tell you something. It wasn't for you. It went over your head. It wasn't for you.
And that's all.
It wasn't for you.
I gotta say about that.
It wasn't for you. Dude, this performance was it spoke on so many different levels, bro.
Layers and layers. He doesn't have a Pulitzer Prize for nothing. Okay?
This dude just killed
Creative genius. Him and
Samuel, let's get into it.
Okay.
Sam Jackson there. Uncle Sam. Who is Uncle Sam known as? Uncle Sam is known as a Caucasian man that points at you and say, you can go to the army and you can go, basically the government, right? So he's playing as the government. That's why he's narrating. He's telling him, Kendrick, you don't know the game because the game is the government wants Americans, normally urban Americans, that's Black, African American, minorities, that's Mexican, Asian, whatever, right? Minorities, right? They want them to play by certain rules, right? So he's telling them, you don't know the game? You got to play like this and that and this. Nah, that was too ghetto. That was this when loud, he did Squabble Up. Yep. He did Squabble. That was too loud because the game, you're at the Super Bowl. The majority of the crowd is the majority. It's not the minority.
Exactly.
Right? So that's what he's telling him. They don't want to hear that. That's ghetto. That's this and that. So then he goes to be humble. Sit down.
Be humble.
Be humble. Sit down. Y'all don't understand. That's the song is telling him, like, that's what they want to see. Be humble.
It's a hit song. Everybody loved it.
Right, but don't get it, though.
But don't get it that he's really saying what he's saying.
That's why he had all his dancers that were African American, Black History Month, just keeping it a buck. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
And all the dancers was set up like a flag,
and it was
but it was broken.
It was
divided down the middle with him in the middle. That's why he said divided culture. He say that later. So then he does Be Humble, and then he do DNA after that. Like, nah, I'm not being humble.
I'm gonna be me.
I'm gonna be me. I got loyalty in my DNA.
Yep.
So he did that. See, everything coupled to everything. And then, Sam Jackson say some more stuff, and then he went and did the Scissor songs. He did the Scissor songs, the Luther.
He teased a little bit. And he's like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to slow it down. And then he did Luther.
People like to sue.
Right.
People like to sue. Y'all hero, Drake. Now, all y'all, look, I'm going to say this to y'all, too. And to some of my listeners that probably I grew up with. I don't know, whoever listening. But if y'all claim to be street dudes and claim to be for the culture, and y'all say, oh, Kendrick think he a Black Panther, and Kendrick this, and you mock Kendrick, dog, what are you doing? So you really for a guy that wears colorful hair clips in his hair? You really for a guy that paints his nails? And then turn around and say, like, well, he'd do some gangster stuff? Like, bro, stop it, y'all. Stop it. Let's stop it. Nah, everybody feels sorry for Drake. Oh, I'm so sorry. Why? He started it.
Right.
He started it. He got in his feelings because him and J. Cole, him and Jermaine, they got on there talking about they feel like it's the Super Bowl. I feel like I'm Muhammad Ali. Right. I feel like this. Kendrick got on the song and said, ain't no big three. It's just big me. That right there got in Drake's feelings so bad. He mocked Kendrick. He talked about his kid. Look, this is the whack thing about that because we talking about suing, right? Yeah. Drake says he's going to sue. He want to sue for defamation of character. Right. Because in that song, Kendrick calls him a PDF. Kendrick calls him different things, right? But Drake, to start it off, this is before Kendrick even went to Not Like Us, went to Meet the Grams. Euphoria, Kendrick warned him. Leave my family out of it, bro.
Keep it.
It could have stepped. He was like,
just keep it.
What did he say? Just keep on dancing. You keep on making me dance, and we cool.
Right, basically. Right? So many words.
That's what Kendrick told him. Like, dawg, leave my family out of it.
Keep it rap. Keep it
right
here.
Rap. And
He didn't
understand that Kendrick is diabolical, right? He didn't understand that. And see, that's the problem with a lot of people in this internet generation. Y'all say stuff, but you don't know who you really messing with.
Right.
That's why, like, I feel like that about a certain content creator. Mm-hmm. Like, he know who he is. You seen the video he dropped after, you know what I'm saying?
Let me drink.
He know who he is, bro. He said something slick to me, and hey, bro, you keep my name out of your mouth, bro. Don't come for me, because you don't want to see that side of me, bro. I'm cool. It's all love until that, right? Mm-hmm. So Kendrick told him, leave my family out of it. Don't.
But Drake want to talk about Whitney. He want to talk about his mama. He want to talk about
Kendrick mama. He talked about his wife. He talked about his kids.
His best friend.
His best friend got his wife pregnant. Like, dog, you really go there? That he beat his wife and drunk. So Kendrick didn't sue for defamation.
Right.
You didn't listen. You know Kendrick's idol is Pac. You went and did an AI rap with Pac, and everybody was like, oh, that's so, nigga. Bleep. That was whack. That was corny, bro. You did an AI rap with Snoop. Corny. Then you tempting him. Come on, drop it, give me 50. Drop it, give me, where you at? Kendrick just opened his mouth. Somebody go get them around me right now.
Okay, here's 5.
For one song. That's not even an album. And then not like first Euphoria, he warned him. Mm-hmm. And then Meet the Grams, he talked to his mama, his daddy, his son, and him.
His alleged
daughter, and him. And he talked to him like a man. Like, you can tell.
It was like that. Like, come here, let me talk to you right quick.
Right. She tripping. But it was like he just talking to him, like manning up, talking to him, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like, dude, after that, it was like, you can tell Kendrick cannot stand Drake. He do not like him.
He hate him. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk.
The way that, I even hate the way that you dress.
Sneak this.
Yeah. So my thing is this. You can't sit here and play victim. You walking around at your concert with holes in your shirt like you took the shots and you're still living, and you're like, dude,
corny
cornball activity, bro.
Stay in Australia.
Keep that over there. Just sit down for a minute, bro. Mm-hmm. Ain't nobody saying your career over. Me personally, I think it's done.
It's done.
I don't want to hear nothing he got to say, especially after the lawsuit. You started a rap battle, now you run into the law. Like, bro, stop, man. Come on. Like, what are we really doing? Right? But anyway, at the end of the day, you create the lawsuit. That's why he said, I want to play their favorite song, but people like to sue. Mm-hmm. Right? So now back to the Super Bowl performance. They get to do the SZA songs, and then Sam Jackson says, yeah, see, that's what we like. It's nice. It's calm. Mm-hmm. That's what they want us to be. Yeah. They want us to act how they want us to act.
And in the middle of him saying that, that's
he was
when
like,
he come out.
He was like, now you almost there. Just don't, man. And it was like, he was like, and then walked off.
And what part did he?
He said 40 acres and the mule.
Yeah.
All that, bro. It meant, so it touched on so many different issues, bro. He said in the beginning, he said, yeah, y'all picked the right time, but the wrong guy. You know, I'm neutral when it comes to politics, so I'm not even going to speak on what it meant. But I know what he meant. I know what he was talking about. But at the same time, at the end of the day, dog, it's like, y'all can't sit here and say that was whack. Yeah. It was nothing whack about that. No. If it was whack to you, it wasn't for you.
And
it didn't resonate with you because you didn't understand it. It went over your head. You didn't get it. And then he did the Not Like Us and the whole
Say crowd. Drake.
The Say Drake when he looked into the camera.
Right
diabolical,
in the camera,
bro. With that
smiled.
grin. Oh, man.
I made it as a sticker in my messages. So I'm going to be using that.
He's talking directly to Drake. Say Drake.
Like Drake.
He's talking to him.
Like, I know you watching.
I know you looking. And you know he was punching the air.
And then when A minor, the whole
state. And y'all talking about, oh, the crowd was so dead. Okay.
Oh my God.
I got video. I seen videos on different reels. Because that's all the reels was today on Instagram.
Nothing but the reactions.
The reactions of the Super Bowl performance, the halftime show. So that show you the halftime performance outweighed the entire game, right? So I seen like, and this is no slight, a totally white family, little kids singing every word. Every word of They Not Like Us. Every single word. And it's like, bro, you can't tell me that performance was whack. You got little white kids in suburban America singing every word to it. No, bro. That means it wasn't for you. It went over your head. Charlemagne the God is another one. I cannot stand Charlemagne the God. He's a bigot. He's a racist. He's black, but he's racist. Yeah. You can have black people that's bigots. You can have black people that's racist.
He do be saying some stuff.
He say like, because some of our really good close friends are Caucasian. Some of our really good close friends are different races, bro. Dominican, no, I wouldn't say Dominican. South American. You know what I'm saying? Like we have a diverse group of friends that we love. Like we genuinely love them. Dude, this dude Charlemagne the God is such a racist.
He almost makes you feel bad if you have friends that are outside your race.
He don't make me he make me angry.
No, I'm just saying like that's him. Like his.
No, I get what you're saying. You know how
he's saying, not us personally. I don't feel bad, but
I get what
he
saying.
makes you like.
But
feel like
at the same time, he gonna say, "Oh, now you talked all that junk about Drake, and Kendrick is this. Kendrick, I wouldn't have performed Not Like Us there. The dude got 5 Grammys for it. Why wouldn't he perform it there, man?
Last week.
Why wouldn't he perform it there? Oh, because his catalog is much bigger than Not Like.
It wasn't about playing his hit songs.
It was a message. It was like y'all just don't get. That's what I be telling you. I know I said this multiple times. You got the smartest dumb people in high places, bro. Just because somebody has a mic in front of them and has a job on the radio and they talk and gossip for a living, that don't mean he's smart. That don't mean he know what he talking about. Because he don't. Half of the stuff that Charlemagne don't know what he's talking about, when they call up there and check him, like when they open the phone lines and people call up there and check him because he done said some contradictive foolishness, all he gonna do is try to overtalk you because that's his platform. That's his job. Right? So he gonna overtalk you to call her and mute you. That's how Rico Beard did me when I called in and I checked him when the Lions was winning. Because he's a 49ers fan, but he's from Detroit. But whatever. You know what I'm saying?
His prerogative.
But, he a cornball too. So it's that cornball behavior that I cannot stand. Jason Whitlock. Roger Goodell needs to be fired for that halftime show. Dude, crawl back in your little hole over there before I call Stephen A. Because Stephen A hates you. So Jason Whitlock, go back over there. No, a network don't want to hire you.
The adults are talking.
Network, you are so out of touch with culture. You tried to jump in on the Joy Taylor stuff when they was talking about Joy Taylor and the Skip Bayless. You tried to jump in on that and just to kind of make yourself more known. But nobody wants to hear nothing you have to say. You have your own fan base. Talk to them. You just go sit in that corner. Jason Whitlock is like 60. Like you like mid 50s, bro. Of course you don't get it. It went over your head, you moron. Try to say something without using bad language, man.
And see, this performance wasn't about performing his hits. Like you said, it was a message. It was a message. It wasn't about playing certain hits in his catalog because we know he has hits. And then he's a 22-time winning, Grammy-winning artist.
You know what else was diabolical? Serena Williams, Drake's ex-girlfriend, dancing.
I just found out SZA also dated Drake.
I know. I was about to say that too. So he brought out 2 women that Drake used to date, dancing. All in the videos, dancing. And Serena had on the I'm near Chucks. What? I text James like, that was genius, bro. That was genius. Now, I don't know if James deliberately
or he
sent
had
her a pair
or
had somebody send her a pair, knew what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure James knew that his product was going to be, because those are unreleased. Yeah. So I'm sure he knew that.
She also had a custom, her Nike outfit was custom. The tennis, I don't know, what do you call them? Like the tennis skirt and like the whole tennis outfit. Yeah. It was a custom blue dyed outfit specifically for this performance.
On top of that, she did that same. It wasn't a crip walk, y'all. Just stop with the. If you really know crip culture, that wasn't a real crip walk. That was like her. That was the commercial.
Commercialized.
That was the suburban crip walk, right?
I wouldn't say suburban. It's just the commercialized.
That was the commercialized. That was like have fun with it. If don't do that in Compton. Like, don't think you seen Serena do that dance and then you walking down on what's that street in Compton that we drove down with the Nipsey mural? God dog it.
But anyways,
I've been to Compton like once, so but anyway, don't go in Compton and start like doing that. Cause real Crips gonna see you like come here.
Let's talk.
If you want to see a real Crip walk, then look up Crip walk.
Just look it up.
OT Genesis, those type dudes. They know how to Crip walk. Snoop know how to real Crip walk.
And she was paying homage to when she got flack for doing that for women. In
her Wimbledon game. So that was dope.
They was calling her like classless and ghetto and like what? This is a girl from Compton
But you see, like Kendrick put that together. And to have Samuel L. Jackson there, bro.
Genius.
On, man. Just everything about it. Like, the meme that kills me, my favorite meme. I don't know if y'all ever seen this movie, Jungle Fever, when Samuel L. Jackson plays Wesley Snipes' brother. He's on dope. His name is Gator. And they call their daddy the good Reverend Doctor. He said, Mama, I smoked the TV. That's that movie, remember? And then when the dun 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 and the show Gator coming in there when he was like, that's my favorite meme right now, dog. I love that meme. So
Mama, I smoked the TV.
Mama, I smoked the TV. That's when the good Reverend Doctor shot him. But anyway, yeah, man. So that was the Super Bowl performance. If you feel like, I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. You don't have to like it. I'm not saying if you don't like it, you're not a real black person or you not this or, if you didn't like it, you ain't like it. That's your take. But I understood. Mm-hmm. I understood the mission. I got it.
Yeah.
And it was dope. I feel like it spoke to a lot of people. It spoke to a lot of different issues. It spoke to a lot of different people. From a political arena to a creative standpoint to a demographic of being from the hood,
the symbolism,
all that, man.
The A minor chain,
the A minor chain is diabolical, bro. Jeez, man.
The symbolism, jacket, the symbolism, and with the outfits,
the feather in the hat.
Yes, it was
just so much. So Kendrick. I know he'll never see this, but Kendrick,
you got to be delusional.
Yeah, Kendrick, whenever you see this, you did good, bro.
And that
was one of my favorite Super Bowl performances, man.
And as much as I love Kendrick in this performance,
and he had the DT96s on.
I think my favorite of everything that he's done recently is Shoutout Pacoima.
Oh yeah, when he got speech. The Grammy. Yeah, he shouted out Pacoima
Shout out
San
to
Bernardino.
818, y'all.
And
Shout
San
out
Bernardino.
To and San Bernardino, but 818.
That's her
That's
home.
Me all day.
He said the IE. He said San Bernardino.
He said Pacoima. I was like, what? Nobody ever mentions Pacoima.
Danny Trejo,
he's Danny Trejo's basically like my uncle.
Right.
Okay,
he is Pacoima.
Is Pacoima.
I am Detroit. He's Pacoima.
Him and my auntie Nancy. They're like this. Mm-hmm. She can call him up and be like, "Hey, Danny, shoot the breeze, go get some tacos." Like he do with everybody else. He's basically like my uncle. He is such a pillar in the community. Mm-hmm. But to have somebody to be shouted out at the Grammys.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
Shout out to the 818, man.
Yeah. Shout out to the 818. Shout out to Compton. Shout out to Cali. I love California. I love the culture. I love the culture. Yeah, Cali outside. I love the culture, man. I love everything about California. So, but that was a dope Super Bowl performance. To me, the Super Bowl performance outdid the game.
By far.
Although, shout out to Jalen Hurts and them boys in Philadelphia. Y'all did y'all thing. And,
I can't wait to see the Abbott Elementary episode on this.
Man, I can't.
For you guys who know, you know.
That Jalen Hurts commercial, that Jordan brand Jalen Hurts commercial, that was dope.
One thing about Nike and Jordan, they
got it loaded up. Soon as that final score hit, they be like, "Yep, there it is." They did that with Jason Tatum when the Celtics won. They was like, "Yep, there it go."
Their marketing, that's a dream. That's a dream as far as marketing.
Dream job to go over there.
To go work with them.
Yeah,
somehow, some way.
So Jordan Brand, hire her so I can quit my job. We can move to Portland, and then maybe one day I'll see MJ, and that'll be it. I can die. See him I can die. I can just die. You know, I can just die. I can just shake his hand and say, "Hey, what's up, Darnell?" Scotty did have a migraine. You know what I'm saying? I'll just be like,
"Okay,
thank you, MJ.
Bye." Little wings just
give you wings. Right. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I think it was dope. So that's basically, in a nutshell, that's this week's episode, man.
It's a jumbo episode.
Yeah. It's a lot of conversation. There was a lot of stuff that went on
in 1 week.
Yeah, a lot of stuff that went on. So
yeah,
you know, so we look forward to next week. We may have Buck back next week. You know, we try to alternate Lily and Buck, and we want to get all three. We're gonna find a way to get all three of us. We're gonna figure it out. You know, I'm gonna have to rearrange some stuff in the house, and you know,
that's why y'all need to like and
so we can invest more into our studio setup. Because right now, the way my bank account works, and then trying to keep up with these shoes, and then my sneaker thing, it's not more so just. It's more of an investment, right?
Yeah, it's an investment, right? We're in the investment stage.
It's for a reason. Yeah. So, I really believe deep down in my heart that it's going to pay off, and it will. It's just it's a slow grind.
So, real quick before we end, and I don't want to. I'm just going to say this one thing. I forgot to mention earlier with the 85 release when we were talking about that. One thing that I had in mind was, I felt like the lack of presentation in the box kind of like, I wish they did more with that part of it. But as we were talking, and now that I'm thinking about it and saying it out loud, I feel like it does give it the authenticity of it being 85.
That's what they wanted.
And with the whole presentation,
if it was a reimagined, then they would have did
with the ones that are coming out this week, the Black Toes. I think, yes, it's more appropriate.
If it was a reimagine, I get that, but they wanted, that's why the paper in there was crispy white flat paper. You know what I'm saying?
It was different because it was more like a four.
Folded, yeah.
It was like
folded this way and wrapped around it that way.
So. Right. So, no, okay. Well, I wanted to mention that, and then one more thing, because I'm very, very, very happy. I got some great news today.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Share with them what you got.
Some great news. If you guys made it to the end in this 2-hour episode,
I want to share
that I just got accepted to PLC Light School. And 7-week program for social media marketing. And I can't tell y'all how excited and how happy I am to be able to do this.
Yep. And I'm happy for her.
PLC Light School is partnering with StockX and the Pistons, and they're working together with different programs, and I got accepted. I applied for 2, but I got accepted to the social media and product marketing. So I don't know if I'll be working with StockX or the Pistons. Excuse me. But whatever the case may be, I am so happy because it aligns with me taking my social media classes at SNHU. So it's like a double whammy. I'm going to be doing the same thing in both for SNHU and with PLC at the same time. So I'm very excited about that. And I'm also waiting to hear on an summer internship opportunity with Rocket for social media marketing. So I am stacking up my resume.
Yeah,
I am doing what I got to do now before I graduate.
I quit and go start selling houses or something. And I had so much free time to.
So I just wanted to share my good news with y'all. Like I said in a couple episodes back, a lot of things are happening behind the scenes, and I'm busy over here behind the scenes, and so I just want to thank y'all for y'all support. When you guys like his videos, you're liking my videos. Yeah. And
she's part of the brand. She is the brand as well. So
now let's wrap this up because my throat is starting. Yeah. I feel like I got a cough and I'm not gonna stop.
Yeah, drink some Wawa. Get some Wawa. Small water break. Good water.
Right.
So anyway, thank you guys for sticking with us, man. We know this episode was longer than usual. Somebody, I ain't gonna say who, hates them to be long.
It's just hard to edit. That's all. That's really all.
I'm just like,
and I'm a little tired because of what?
Yeah.
11:42.
Yeah, and
see how much
then
we
I
love
gotta
y'all.
I gotta get up at 5:30 in the morning and go to work. Mm-hmm. So then we got a long day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys, man, thank y'all for tapping in with us. Again, through all my rants and my soapbox and all that, I hope I didn't offend nobody. And if I did, I'm genuinely sorry. I didn't intend for it to be that way.
We're not on here like, ooh, we're gonna offend people today.
I didn't, but I will state my opinion and I'll stand by that. Right. Again, when I spoke about racial issues, I don't want to offend anyone. My wife is not black, of course. Y'all see that, and if you're listening, my wife isn't black. She's brown, Mexican. 100% Mexican. I'm black, so I got a little bit of everything in me. Indian. I got 7 Mile and Greenfield in me. I got, Detroit, 48235. So
a little bit of Virginia in there.
A little bit of Virginia in there. A little bit of Cali in there. So, yeah. But no, seriously, I know when I spoke about racial things, I hope I didn't stir nobody or hurt or offend anybody's conscience or anything like that. So, and I spoke about government things dealing with Kendrick's performance. Again, I hope I didn't, offend anybody's stance, anybody's beliefs, or, anybody's view of different things. So, it's just me stating my opinion. I'm one little person in the corner of the earth, just stating how I feel about something. So, you guys, I love you guys so much. Thank y'all for tapping in with us, man. Always remember, man, to keep making noise until somebody hear you. I tell y'all all the time, they gonna hear you. I'm living proof. They gonna hear you. Keep going. And when they do hear you, stay ready. That way you never, never, never have to get ready. And always remember, man, consistency break resistance. Keep going, y'all. Whatever it is y'all doing, keep going. Stay grounded, stay humble, and just love, y'all. I'll see y'all on the next week's episode. Y'all have a good week, man. See y'all next week. Peace.
Like what you heard? Make sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a review, and share with your friends. Stay tuned for more on the UFG Podcast. And remember, keep making noise until somebody hears you.